signal to the furthest reaches of space. A message asking why, without a reply, floating endlessly. All of the faces that pass in front of me. All of the solid colors that make up the how and why of you and me. Of you and me.
What's up, everybody? Wednesday, back at it here, and we are ready to roll. Stratford, Connecticut, over the gums and through the lips. The pot calling, the kettle black. We all know that once you do go back, the grass is always greener.
Up and away. Oh, no.
And with all the other fish in the sea, there can only be one, and we are here today to enjoy it. I don't know what the fuck that meant. I didn't know where I was going with that. Didn't care. Hindsight is 50-50, though.
Does this ever end?
That is true. That is true. So let's get to it. Business style announcements. Oh, first, I took a real style picture for you here. This is a picture from the wild. Okay. So about an hour ago, went to Lowe's with the one and only producer Chew, who's of course in the studio, making sure we don't have any disaster streams over here. And I saw something that I said, you know what? This is picture worthy. It's not great. It's not going to change your life, but it's picture worthy. And I took a picture, and here it is. You ready? Bow! Watch out for the full sun. It's 6 hours. Full sun in the house. Shout outs to the full sun. And I guess that's why Philip says that, isn't it? Someone else said that too, about how it's a gardening term, and you are not incorrect, sir. There's full sun, partial sun. And yes, we need a full sun card. I was actually in the process of making it, but ran out of time. So we will get a full sun card on that one. But there we go. Full sun coming at you here. I do want to say big ups as well to the one, the only, Who's Poppin' says, the Fireys from Labyrinth gave me PTSD as an 8-year-old. Oh, so if you don't know what he's talking about here, I did a Labyrinth thumbnail today, as you probably saw. These guys, the Fire Gang, are they wanted to take off people's heads. This is one of those movies where like they act like things that are normal are I mean, they don't act like the movie's normal, but like there's things that like are so weird, like they break out of the kid realm, you know? Like it's not for kids, but they don't care because it's so weird. Like, I don't know, it's like artistic license or something. But yeah, this movie had a lot of weird shit. Another movie like that was, for me, Return to Oz. You ever seen that, Return to Oz? That movie will fuck you up, dude. I remember I watched that, and I was like, I can't even remember how old I was. But it scarred me. He's like, I'm not sleeping. And your parents, gotta go to bed. Like, I'm not going to bed. What's wrong with you? I just saw Return to Oz. I'll show you a picture of that, because I'm sure some of you don't know what I'm talking about. Return to Oz is like, it's like Wizard of Oz, but they're trying to make it scary. I don't know how to say it. It wasn't a scary movie, but it was. It was a scary movie. And that'll fuck you up for a week. And the Wheelers. Oh, yeah, the Wheelers. Oh, God, I got to get the Wheelers. I don't need these guys in my life, you know, honestly. Who needs them? Who thought this was a good idea, you know? Who's like, yeah, we need this. They're going to love this. Here's the Wheelers. So there's these dudes that like they just have like a wheel for front hands. And how they move is so weird. Like how they move is scary. And we put up with this, you know? What parents put up with this? How is this acceptable, you know? Who was that okay to that, you know? I sometimes wonder. Anyways, let's get back to it. Enough Labyrinth talk. Big ups, Who's Poppin'. Oscaros. Says, this is to help pay for ALT's blood work. Thank you so much. I won't pay for my blood work. Though I did have my blood work taken last year. And everything was fine. Thank God. Now we got to get... I don't know, how often are you supposed to do that? I don't even know. I remember they said, but I don't remember that. But anyways, I got my blood work last year. It was the last time I got my blood work. And it was okay. Anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about blood work. Real quick, so let's get into the business before he starts here. So business style stuff. There's only one real thing. Yeah, very healthy for my age. It's like, whoa, at your age, this is great. So only one style thing of interest to talk about before we start is, so I was going to try a sample stream on Kick tonight from my phone, but it appears you cannot stream on Kick without using OBS or another streaming app from a desktop computer. Am I misinformed? I mean, are we using Twitter as our Google? You know what I mean? Like, seems like a Google question, bro. But all right. Let's check the responses because these are always great. 9 hours ago, by the way, 4:39 a.m. So at best, that puts it at 1:39 a.m. That's at best. Right? Because I'm East Coast, he's West Coast. So there we go. Very busy. Extremely busy. So it does time conversion. So yeah, so that's 9 hours ago from now. It was 9 hours ago tweet. So there we go. Next up, we see this fucking solar. Okay, I don't want to get DSP yesterday. This fucking solar heavy, because I guess it's like synthwave. I get this ad on every tweet possible. Fuck you, solar heavy. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. Anyways, not to be DSP here. And I do have pie hole, so I'm fighting it. Fucking Twitter. Anyways. Am I misinformed? I'm not sure why you're using your phone to test streaming since you don't stream from it anyway. A little redundant. Also, it's like 2 a.m. over there. What are we doing, Mr. Family Man? Nice response. Philip did not respond to anything, I don't think. Drinking gin whilst looking at his wife and child cat. DSP isn't man enough to have kids. Oh, that's gonna be it. Dude, you don't divide your audience from YouTube to Kick because by letting down so many of your fans who stuck by you over the years. And here's why. I would do. Okay, this guy himself might be hitting the gin. I'm just being honest. Take it easy, brother. Oh, not kinda Sav chimes in. Oh, opening up the possibility for a DM about OBS stuff.
Thanks for the membership.
Magoo with the burger. Big ups. That is not kinda Sav, so that's definitely not her. But, it's funny. I'll give you an example of from when Amazon bought MGM. Is this the same guy? Yes, it is. I'm skipping you, brother. You lost it. Perry the White, who is a hardcore donator these days. It would be great to see you on Kick, DSP. It would be great. Big ups Doden as well. Shoutouts to Doden and Magoo. It would be great, DSP. Someone close to the link that Philip could have found himself. Bull says, DSP on Kick. You cry because you get hate on YouTube. Do you have any idea how much worse you're going to get bullied on Kick? You're the guy who jacked off on stream. That's all you will ever be. All right, to the point. Aren't you too busy bitching at you, Review Tech in his DMs? That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, son of a bitch. Stream started. Get out of here. Next up, stream started now. Had to restart the PC. What are we talking about now? Nobody talks about duty in here. We just flush it. No, you actually do talk about it almost every day. So that's just factually untrue, sir. But we'll just move on. Anyways, go to bed, you sad, sad man. Okay, 5 out of 10. Admits unwillingness to learn the simplicity of OBS on the same day he started the show, negging on the Krabby Patty stream. If you give him 2,000, he'll eat a burger on cam for you because he may not be able to have DoorDash bring it to his hidey hole. Bring it to his hidey hole. Hidey hole is a word that we need to bring back, don't we? Hidey hole. I always thought it was hiney hole, though. And that means butthole. We're talking many years in the past. I believe it's hiney hole. But is a hidey hole something too? I always thought it was hiney hole, but I do have slightly a coomerish mind, don't I? Oh, it's hidey hole. See? There you go. There There you go. I lived my whole life thinking it was Hiney Hole. But it's Hidey Hole. You learn something new every day. You know what they say. You know what they say. It is Hiney. It is Hidey Hole. I thought it was Hiney Hole. Anyways. You got a fucking $2,000 PC that you could only stream at 1080p with just stream off the PC. For fuck's sake, how dumb are you? Holy shit, Phil. The detractors. They were right. By the way, you are a disgusting fucking bum, and you're... Oh, okay. I do like the add-ons of tweets. Like, someone felt the vitriol to write something, and then said, you know what, I'm not done. Let me say something else. You know, they write a tweet out, they send it, and then they're done. But it's like, you know, hold on a second. I'm not done. One second. I got to write something else here. No, you're probably drunk off gin instead of being in bed with your wife asleep. Forced to sleep on the couch again? Huh, Phil? Huh? LOL. This regard thinks he's going to do well on Kick because he's been riding these Kino pedos. Jesus, dude, you really are brain damaged. Wow, there's a lot of positive tweets here, isn't there? A lot of positive tweets we read there. Hope you enjoyed that. A lot of positivity here in the chat there. So big ups to that. Review Tech, just for Review Tech side of things. Yeah, oh, Hosku, Maka Laka High, Maka Hiney Hole. Yeah, what's that? What is that? Because I know that. Maka Laka High, Maka Hiney Hole. We're already off the rails here, Hosky, but what is that? Because that is something, isn't it? Anyways, just so you know, Review Tech has been streaming about Philip as well for the last 2 days. You know, trying to cash in on the drama himself here, doing his old style DSP style streams. I don't know if he did it again last night. Let's see, did he? Let's see. Yes, he did. So there's 2 right there. So he's back on the DSP thing, which is like, you know. Stream whatever you want, right? Stream whatever you want. But if you're going to do this, like, why not do the interview then, right? Or are you just trying to drag it out to then build up to some conclusion like WrestleMania and then do the interview? You know what I mean? Like, I thought he was going to be done, you know, kind of. But anyways, there you go. Do whatever you want. Everyone's life has a life to live. Choose to live it however you wish. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's go to my field trip folder. And what's the last thing I have on here? Okay. Oh, let me see what this is. I guess that could be one option, right? But it's not like He's fans won't also reciprocate, right? You know what I mean? Like, clearly, ReviewTech's getting some attention off this too, right? But I think it's building up, and then they're finally going to do a big interview, and it's going to be bigger because we're building it up in the Dentagon. Yeah, Dentagon. He has to say, ReviewTech is probably happy that DSP finally notices him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess. I think he would just do it then.
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate it.
Big ups, Extreme. All right, so here we go. This is a tweet from 2015. I don't even know why it's here, so we're going to find out together why I even have this in my field trip folder, because I do not remember, sadly. But here we go. 2015, December 14th, Philip says, sorry all for no streaming today. Tomorrow we should be back to normal. New Yakuza 5 Fallout 4 gameplay will be going live soon. Excuse me, Fallout 4. We go down. I'll never support you again. Okay. You didn't support me to begin with. Everything you posted was drama-seeking nonsense. Bye. This isn't drama. Double charging your fans is a legitimate question. Okay, so what is this about? Okay, so this is the question. He's asking... I know it's small, but I'll blow it up. Why is there another paywall for Rock Band? The initial reason why it was on Patreon was just more copyright stricken, because it got copyright stricken. You at least recouped your losses through donations. But now that we know there won't be any risk of copyright strikes, why is there another paywall? $2,500, Phil? Charging your fans $178 an hour to play a game you got for free is kind of ridiculous. I know when you announced you would be receiving a price cut, there would be a little price gouging here and there, but $2,500 to play Rock Band when there is no risk? Unacceptable. Now, that seems pretty reasonable to me, doesn't it? Shut up, prick. You are not a fan. How are you, Phil? Stressed but fine. Please, Phil, don't give up. You promised it. Remember when you said you're unstoppable? We're here to help. You're doing a great job, Ash. What? How you doing a great job? This is a full-time job. Treat it like one. Make it work. Make it work, rain or shine.
Thank you and still be on camera.
Oh, no. Yeah, I can make it work, rain or shine, but that's where you come in. $2,500 and I'll play Rock Band. It's pretty simple. Talking my little girl to her first job is priority since I never taught her to drive. Bug DMV mechanics. Huh? Oh, that's like, I think he's making fun of Leanna here, isn't he? He has to take Leanna to work? Could be. Or it could just be unhinged DSP fan. You never know, right? It's one or the other. You're not sure, right? What's the response? Well, don't think people are that upset over no streams today. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Sometimes you don't know what you get here. Panda reference. There we go. Gotcha. No, Talos Principle didn't get much attention, but do you plan to complete it someday? I know a few who enjoyed Disgaea 5 too. Okay. There we go. That's what it was for. It was a reasonable call out for why did you charge people for Patreon to play Rock Band when you just learned that you won't have any risk of copyright strikes? Seems pretty reasonable to me, but you know how that goes. Let's see if we're started yet. Uh-oh. I don't even know how to do IRL streaming. I was on the app last night. There's no option anywhere to set up a stream or go live. Philip. Philip. We're acting like Kick is the hardest thing of all time. We're acting like no one else can find out how to stream on Kick. Yeah, it's the hardest thing ever to stream on Kick. You need extreme intelligence to stream on Kick. What the fuck? Big Dog! Shoutouts to you. Dog? Damn! I thought bum fights was entertaining back in the early 2000s. Till Review Tech versus DSP came along, and yes, still fighting over a cheeseburger. Uh-huh. Big ups to you, Big Dog. And the poll, by the way, I should shout out the poll. There you go. Thanks, big ups, be awesome one. I missed Meerkat too. We did get an update. His voice is still not back, actually, as of yesterday. So that's why he has not been on. His voice is still not completely back. So hopefully by Friday he'll be good, because that being said, his plan for Friday this week. But, you know, it's all about when he comes back. It's all about his health. More important than any of this nonsense, right? We can all agree. The poll this week is, does he bring up Review Tech or the Review Tech DM leaks today? Yesterday there was zero drama.
My sister's not being abused.
So why I say that is, yesterday we had a no drama day, and I don't think he's going to let 2 days go with no drama, right? So will he bring up Review Tech today in the pre-stream? Will he bring up Review Tech in the pre-stream today? And I'll say this, it can't be a throwaway comment, okay? I'm being very specific here. It can't say like, yeah, why don't you go take some edibles like Review Tech? That doesn't count. It has to be actively talking about it. Because you know sometimes he throws those like, yeah, why don't you be crispy like with like a LTG? That doesn't count. It has to be a talk, okay? It has to be an actual talking about. Also, what we're going to hear today is about the new Nintendo Watch, which costs $99. And of course, Philip's going to ask, I mean, that's ridiculous. $99 for a clock. I don't want that. But I also don't feel the need to spurg out about it for an hour, because I could just, you know, not buy it. But Philip will talk about that. That's going to be the main topic. I guarantee it is the clock. So get ready for that shit. That'll be fun. And online subscription, yeah, again, guys. So it's dumb. It's definitely dumb. But there's, you know, they're going to sell enough to make it worth it for them, and that's it. And I won't buy it. But that's what Philip's going to do. Oh, Mr. Extravagant asked the question. This was greatly timed, Mr. Extravagant. I saw you said poorly timed, but this is greatly timed. He says, did Meerkat die from his COVID? We miss him. Also, I still can't watch stream from Monday. I'm not happy about it. Mr. Extravagant, yes, you can. It is live now. I re-upped it. So you got to check it out now. It is re-upped on the channel. And it was that stupid German training video that blocked it worldwide. That whole thing was from the German video. So check it out on the channel, and you can find it there. It is live now. Unless it's down again, but I mean, I don't think so. Usually get an email for that sort of thing. Let me check it, just to make sure I don't say something stupid. ES said, word on the street, Meerkat is implicated with P. Diddy. Well, a lot of people were saying some things. Not sure. Here, I'll give you the link. It is still live. There we go. I'll give you the link.
80 likes, everyone. 20 more to hit 100. That's the goal for the night.
There we go. There's the link. It is still live now. And yeah, everything public. Nothing not public. Stupid. They still got copyright, but the kind that doesn't matter. It's the. I'll tell you who got copyright. The copyright was remember the food, the food from Costco that'll last for like 250 years. That video, and also one of the songs from some other video. So there we go. Just that's why Philip wants the stupid the memberships for React, because everything is copyright claimed. Everything possible. Everything. But anyways. Still not live, and he is not talking in chat anymore. Let me see if anything's happening, though. But anyways, how I think this is going to go today is we're going to bitch about the Nintendo, and I think that might be it. Like, if I was voting here, I'm probably voting no on the poll, because he might think Nintendo is enough drama to get views on the videos, because he made a fucking video. He made a video out of that Spirit Halloween thing yesterday. Like, we are at the bottom of the barrel right now from yesterday's streams, because he knows drama is what gets at least 1,000 viewers.
Dumb bitch. What a dumb bitch.
If he doesn't get the drama, it doesn't get 1,000 views, but if he mentions review tech, it does get 1,000 views. So that's what we're going to do. So does he think Nintendo is enough to get 1,000 views? I don't know. I do not know. I mean, look, when we talk about Metaphor Decision, 755 views from 5 days ago. Look at his gameplay. Oh, Dead Rising Remastered 3 days ago, 585. Woo! Set the world on fire. Metaphor wants to play Metaphor, but probably shouldn't. His thoughts, 775 views. And then when he mentions Duty, it gets over 1,000. As you see, Cog is delusional. That's 1,000. You see a pattern? You starting to pick up on the pattern?
Guys, my sister's not being abused.
Halloween month begins. 378 views. I'm noticing something. It's interesting. Casting of Frank Stone. 8 days ago. 418 views. Dark Side merch shop is open. Review tech and wings updates. 1,000 views. Ah, it's kind of a pattern. If I mention some certain people, it gets 1,000 views. If I don't mention them, it doesn't happen. Huh, interesting. Becomes Good Farmer. Did Philip ever mention that being said about WPIG? No, he has not. I'm not looking any more into that, but he has not mentioned that being said or WPIG and many other detractors, by the way. There's a certain few he latches on to. I believe he's talked about oh, hold on, my bad.
Show. Hello, everyone. On today's show, we're going to discuss something very serious.
Oh, I'll answer that, Dr.
Because DSP, the king, may be moving to Kick.
No.
We're going to talk about the real situation. May be moving to Kick. We're going to talk about the real situation. No, I'm not fully moving to Kick or anything like that. But I've got some serious things to consider and think about. And we want to talk about them live with the audience today. In addition to that, we've got a couple news stories and more fun stuff. It's a great day. The week continues.
Uh-huh.
And of course, after that, got Silent Hill 2 continuing, which is going to be amazing.
Yep, no one cares about that.
I will see you in a sec for today's amazing episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Sounds pretty weak, to be honest. Oh, you don't want to play it? The king at the... All right, let's get our skip juice up. Big ups, Cats. mashed taters. That's a unique name. Cat's mashed taters. It's not toxic either. So there you go. What the hell was he thinking responding like that to the picture of the bird and Bill Gates? I can't stop thinking about it. Yeah, that is one of the best, right? It's like it just shows the social ineptness, doesn't it? Right? To respond to like someone that has not responded to you without more than a picture. I'll show it here just in case you didn't see it yesterday. Because yesterday, before the stream started, or before the podcast started, we did a good walkthrough of all these. But remember, he has talked to... Remember, he wrote pages to Review Tech. Review Tech responded with LTG. Then he wrote 2 more paragraphs. I'm not talking short paragraphs. I'm talking about real paragraphs. And then Review Tech responded with this, another AI meme. And then I have no idea what that is. I actually love birds. I think they're awesome and cute. And wish I had one. And then he wrote 2 more paragraphs back on topic. It's like just shows a really lack of social skills, right? It's just that one is one of the most... needs to be studied. I agree. Big ups to Mechanic Drew, who says, make it a great day, cuh. Absolutely. I haven't played the clip in a while. Maybe I should play it for you. ES says, nobody's going to Wings or DSP for gameplay. Oh, nobody. Everyone goes to Wings streams just to like watch him and then try to get him to respond. Like it's like poking him with a stick, like trying to get him to say something. I feel like that's what Wings streams are. But I've watched a grand total of like 5 minutes in probably the last 2 years, so you tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. Slatteran says, we are one step closer to my dream of DSP versus Fauzi. No, come on, Slatteran. You know that's not happening. But what was the question again? I'll make sure I don't miss it this time. Miss Dr. something. Says, how can you... Dr. AIDS. Shoutouts Dr. AIDS. Hope you're doing great against AIDS. I did not quit my job. I've always... For the last 8 years, I'll give you a quick rundown. Over the last 8 years, I've been a translator/editor of translations. And now it's really switched to more editing AI translations to make sure they're fine. But I've been doing it with the same companies for 8 years. Since I was in Japan, I'm still working for the same companies. It's freelance, but same companies. So basically, when I get a job from them, they say, hey, it's due on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Can you do it? And I say, yeah, I can do it. So it doesn't matter when I do it. I just got to get it down by that time, by that deadline. So I've kind of, especially since Meerkat kind of left doing the pre-streams, I would just watch the pre-streams, and Meerkat left, and I said, why don't I do the pre-streams? And that's what I do. I still do my work as much as I ever did. I just do it at different times, and sometimes I got to stay up later. And that's the only thing I lose is my sleep time. So it lets us have some chill, fun, interactive times during the day. But my job has not been affected, my friend. Yeah, no problem. I'm always happy to answer questions like that at any time, my friend. Sorry if I missed it. I know I did miss it actually yesterday, but it wasn't on purpose or anything. But all right, let's go. Skip juice obtained. It's time for curation. Let's go. Okay, it's muted. I forgot. I can't play it myself, though. No, because that is a very hard job. That is... if you want to be a translator, don't do that because you don't get paid any more money, guys, but it's way harder. Business documents are what you want because there's no interpretation. And I learned that after like 2 years of doing it. Fuck that shit, man. I know it's more fun and you get recognition, but it's way harder because you got to think. I don't want to do the thinking thing. I just want to do this. But they do. Yeah, if you get to be a real famous one, you can make a lot of money, no doubt. But I don't want to. I'm not that into it. Oh, my God. That's not me. It's Raw Phil. Raw Phil.
And we've all...
There we go.
Yes, this is a doozy of a week for me. 8 straight streaming days, and we've almost gotten through it. We've almost completed the streak. That is right. If you remember, the challenge this week was to hit all of the goals every stream that I did. And if we did that 13 streams in a row, I'm doing a very special edition
we're already on
of
this.
DSP Tries It, bringing it out of retirement this weekend for us to try the new Krabby Patty meal from Wendy's. So we are on pace. I mean, we are right there.
We are on pace. That doesn't work in this situation. We are on pace.
2 more days to go, and we've done it. And then it'll be this Saturday when I will be having this meal live on stream with all of you to test it out and celebrate the 25th anniversary of SpongeBob SquarePants. So,
You know it's
I hope
not
that
a
you
race,
guys
right?
are excited. It's been a great week, correct?
I appreciate it.
On today's show, we're going to address something pretty interesting.
Ooh.
Something that we've been kind of talking about now for a month or two.
Finally, for once.
And some stuff that I tried to do last night, and
Yep.
I was very confused.
Big
We're going
ups
to
to yes.
discuss Kick. For those who don't know, Kick is a different streaming platform.
What is
It's not
that?
Twitch, it's not YouTube, it's not Rumble. It's its own deal. It's financed differently. It runs differently, okay? And of
It's financed differently. You know what that means? I get more money from you.
course, ever since I made an appearance over on Kino Casino a couple of times over the course of August, people have been saying, Phil, would you consider streaming on Kick like they do? In fact, those guys
Dumb
themselves
bitch.
have said to
What a
me,
dumb
hey,
bitch.
Phil, would you come over to Kick? Because tell
Big
you, it's
ups,
good
Cubs,
over
Phil.
here. They love streaming over there. And the way I see it, there's pros and cons. The way I see it,
Ooh. Single pumpkin Hogan.
there's
Nice.
definitely, let me put it this way.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
not
please.
out of the question, but there is a question, all right? And that's some of the stuff that we have to talk about today on the
Okay.
show. I feel like we should have a serious discussion about
Okay.
the possibility of me doing some content
wipe.
over on Kick and if I should try it out, all right? So that's going to be a big chunk of today's show. But in
Oh,
addition to that, we've
God.
got some news stories that I'd like to cover. Jasper Kitty's in the office today. How you doing, Jasper?
Well,
He's a little
Catherine's working.
confused because I have a brand new fan in the office now, and he's looking at it like, "What is it, right, buddy? You don't know what it is."
Yeah.
It's a brand new fan that I bought yesterday because
He doesn't know what
our
to
fan
do.
in the living room.
He's
we had a
flipping
tower
out.
fan in the living room, broke, and it sucks because we only bought it like maybe
yes.
2 years ago. It's
Correct.
relatively, on
Correct.
the newer side, and it just stopped working entirely. So we jumped on Amazon because we wanted something quick, and we found a pretty good, a pretty good amount of fans that were available right away. Like you could get them same day, and so we ordered one fast, and it showed up, and it just so happens it's the most powerful fan we have in the house. Like it pushes air better than the fan we have. Well, the fan I had in here,
Whoa!
the fan that was in the bedroom,
Holy
and the fan that was
shit!
previously in the living room. And I'm like, well,
I'm,
this-
I'm sure that's in the fucking marketing materials. This thing really pushes air. Oh, honey, this one pushes air.
this case, I'm the one who's in the office here with the sun beating on the wall.
Uh-oh.
He heats the office up tremendously, and it's really annoying. So if the best fan should definitely be in here. And so we rotated all the
Get fucked, cat. You don't need no fucking fan. The best fan in here, bitch.
fans around in the
Give me that computer too while you're at it.
house. So I have the new
Damn.
fan, which instead of being like a tower, it's like one of those like a circular, what do you call it? A circular fan, but it's on a big pedestal, and it pivots back and forth, and it blows really strong, which is great. Which is probably why Jasper is like wondering what the heck it is, because he hasn't seen a fan like
he
that
seems
before.
like he's doing
only
cat
seen power
things.
fans. He's not familiar with this one. Incidentally, to give it more height so it would push more air through my
He's
room,
trying to stick his head inside.
I have it sitting on my Xbox Series X box, the box from the Xbox Series X. That's
definitely.
the most confusing sentence ever,
Put your head in
two
there.
boxes and two
Jasper's
X's.
trying to fit his head in.
right?
Just a little beyond the breaking point.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
This fan
Jasper.
really blows.
Take a look at this delicious beverage I'm having. The
Not
quality is,
happening.
I feel
Not
very-
happening. Not
Anyway,
happening.
So,
Not happening today.
that being said,
Hey.
I've got a brand new fan in here. It's pushing air nicely. Hopefully, it's going to help with these afternoons where it gets warmer because the sun is out. And hopefully, the fall weather will fully move in, and I won't have any more warm days. But I've actually took a look, and within a day or two, it's going to be in the 70s again outside, which means it's going to be about 90 in here. It's like, dude, when is the fall weather
20
beginning?
degree
It's mid-October,
difference.
and we're having 70 to 80 degree weather, which is summer weather.
Right.
So when does it begin in Washington? Really, I want to know, when is fall beginning?
20
Anyway,
degree difference in
so-
your house? Come on, man. That seems pretty unbelievable.
That's neither
but
here nor
all
there,
right.
but I thought you might want to know why he was over there. And, I'm sure you can't hear it, right? You can't hear the fan. These mic filters that I put on the mic are so good that
No, they're not.
basically you don't hear anything in the office anymore besides me talking and every once in a while a random noise. But for the most part, it doesn't really pick up anything. So the fan, isn't a big deal. It's pretty good that I'm able to have something new like that and it doesn't bother anybody.
Definitely.
So anyway,
I know. Good
got a lot
luck,
to
everybody
talk
out
about
there.
today.
Down there in Florida, big ups, everybody. Big ups. Be safe, everybody. And also big ups, though, because it's going to get serious.
Various different topics. I want to update you also on the schedule, the week, and all of that. And like I said, I have a few news stories I'd like to try to cover today, but I guess it really depends on how long this kick discussion is going to go today.
Shouldn't be that
right?
long.
So, anyway, thank you guys for 9 straight streams crushing the goals. 9 in a row. We only
We're
have
back here?
4 more to go. And
Cat's tears right there. Good pull, yes. Right on
the
time.
week will be done, and we will
Give me that
lock
fan.
in to the big DSP trial. 4 more to go, and the week will be done, and we will lock in.
Top left is rare. I got to take advantage of this. I said, like, yo, mama, I talk a lot of shit, but I fuck with the drama. Got to do this. Rare. Very rare. The rarest one is top left.
Guys, my sister's not being abused.
That's the rarest one, top left.
To the big DSP tries it.
He came
Krabby
back.
Patty meal this weekend from Wendy's. All right, so
Came back.
please let's keep that momentum going. And if you like my content and you're enjoying everything I've been doing so far, please, first of all, engage with the streams by liking them.
Okay, sure.
That helps a ton. That allows this channel to get recognition in the YouTube algorithm.
Oh,
So I
okay.
hope that you will like the stream if you have not yet. And if you're watching this
Yes.
on demand, the likes on the videos on demand, it does exactly the same thing. Okay? Now, outside of that, really cool stuff
What?
going on this week with your support, right? Hitting 9 goals in a row is huge.
We already
Just keep it
talked
up.
about this
Super
3
chats,
times.
Super stickers and tips all count towards that goal. So we've been crushing it. $150 raised
Damn.
every stream. Let's keep that rolling this week, shall we? And let's get that
Relax.
marathon going. Or marathon, excuse me. Let's get that DSP tries it going this week.
Yeah, I'm not doing a fucking marathon. I mean the burger. Calm down.
Yeah, right? I'm very excited to do it for
Big
you.
ups, Hoskew.
And already people are saying stuff like, oh, what's the next one? I'm like, hold on. Right? We don't jump the gun. The next one could be
The
that they
pasta
have
maker.
Adam's Family themed food at Burger King right now.
Whoa!
And if next week we have a similar week to this week where it's kind of like a week of support, maybe I would do that. But let's get to the first one first. People tend to get so ahead of themselves when it
Yeah,
comes to
definitely.
stuff. And then you basically get all hyped up for something that may not happen. We haven't hit the goal yet, right? Like we still have 4 more streams. We may not
guys.
do it. I hope we'll do it. I think we'll do it, but we might not. And if
I
we
need $200 more, guys. I mean, excuse me, $400 more. Excuse me, $600 more. What's wrong with you assholes? When Snood makes his ultimate tip, that'll happen. Green of the green.
don't, well then, it's going to hit the reset button. Why are we going to talk about the next thing before we hit the first one, right? So there we go. Speaking of which, our first contribution of the day has arrived in the form of a tip.
All right, so just a weird pattern. Like, I don't believe all the fake tip stuff most of the time, but oddly, the last 3 days, he's gotten a $25 or $30 tip before the stream has really started. And I'd be very interested. This is the same case. Let's see.
Let's take a look.
See, it's kind of like he has to act like he's surprised, right? This is not, it's not a new thing.
Okay, see, this is interesting. So Nico has tipped me $2.
Oh, no, maybe
And this is
not.
going to open the discussion on Kick, which is great because I want to talk about it just in this capacity. He says,
No.
streaming solo on Kick. And what he means by that is if I only stream on Kick, okay? That would sadly stop some of us from watching your content. Kick, for example, is banned in my country of Greece, and I assume that that's the case for some other European countries as well.
Banned?
If the pros outweigh the cons, then I respect it, and by all means do it, but it would suck for some of us that can't access the website. Fair enough. See, this is exactly the kind of input I'm looking for today. I want
God.
honesty. I want transparency. I want
What?
people to let me know legit if you can or cannot tune in, why you can or cannot tune in.
What is... Are we talking about, like, family planning or something? I want transparency. I want honesty. I want to hear your true thoughts, guys, okay? It's about going to Kick, and he's going to dual stream anyway. He will never, ever not dual stream. He would always do dual streaming because then he can get the subs on there, too. That's what he's going to do if he ever does it. He'll do a simulcast.
Very interested in this information. This is what I want to know so that we can make decisions, okay? So I don't know why Kick would be banned in Greece.
Gambling,
I don't know.
as someone else said.
so
I didn't
much
know that.
about.
Thank you for
Kit.
re-upping your
You know,
membership.
for me,
I
my
appreciate
only
that.
exposure to Kit is having watched some Kino Casino streams over there, and that's it. You know, I don't even really know how the site works.
As long as you
in
know.
regards to stuff.
There we go. Big up
From what I
Shadow is lovable.
understand, the only revenue you can get over there is either paid memberships, or if you have enough viewership and you bring in enough support, they actually pay certain streamers like a flat rate. Like they'll actually pay you per hour to stream, but that's only if you qualify, and that's not everyone. Okay, that's like I assume
Yeah,
that-
I'm not thinking 260 viewers is going to qualify, brother, but maybe that's just me. I don't know anything about Kick either. I don't think 260 viewers is bringing in much cash, but all
That's if
right.
you're like a big time streamer, you make a flat rate pay for the time that you stream over there. All right, I do not believe. I do not believe that they have any kind of like super chats, bits. There's no system like that, right? So the only revenue is paid subs, and if you're getting paid on the hour. Now, from what I believe, you can still get tips, right? And because I know the guys from Kino Casino get tips and they call them out, so definitely you could still get income via that. So it's not like, oh, I'm completely locking myself into subscriptions only
Yep,
if I
Jericho.
stream on Kick. There's other revenue that I can make as well, and you guys would be able to contribute. Let's say you were solely against Kick. Oh, I don't want to, do anything to Kick. You could still tip, right? Listen,
You can still kick. You can still tip, even if you hate Kick, you can still tip. That's key. That sounds like a Boogie with that stream about he lost all his money on crypto. He says, "Listen, if you don't have a credit card, you have $2 laying around. You can super chat that." I love that one. You can super chat that. That's so greasy.
and I get it. Everyone has their own thing. Some people really hate YouTube, and they're like, I'll watch it on YouTube, but man, I'm not going to pay YouTube and do any kind of support through YouTube, but I'll tip you, right?
Let me show you
That's
that.
why
It's so
I have
good.
all these alternate methods of support set up. So basically, no matter what you want to do, there's something you can do if you want to support my content, right? So I'm basically being told that on Kick, it is run by a gambling company, and they actually allow gambling streams. Like people gamble on the site live, they broadcast it. And because of that,
Yeah, very
that's
similar to
not
what you
allowed
do
in certain countries,
with
and
WWE
that's
champions.
why
My
it's banned
sister's
in like
face is
Greece.
beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, so that made me think of this. This is not exactly live meme, but it still counts.
If you like a product I'm selling, get involved with a sponsor, shop through them, use my code. If you're in a
Guys,
position
my
where you only have like a
sister's not
buck or
being
$5,
abused.
you can super chat that.
That's like the most direct, greasiest bang ever. If you have a buck, $5, you could super chat that. That's so bad, man.
If you're in a position where you only have like a buck or $5, you can super chat that.
I gotta get that on like a button when Philip begs. If you only have $1 left to your name, you can super chat that. Fuck, broken card. Movie sign, it's an error card right there.
That makes sense, I guess. I would not be gambling.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
here's-
but,
okay. I
But
don't-
here's what you do. How about those Hogan pools, brother?
We're getting into this discussion, but I kind of wanted to get through the schedule and everything first. Before we got into the full Kick discussion. That way it's out of the way. All right, let's quickly do the schedule for the rest of the week, and then we'll get into the full Kick discussion, because I'm basically I want to talk with you about my ideas.
You've been
because it's not
reimbursed.
still is moving over to
Oh,
Kick
fuck.
and everything. That's ridiculous, right? No, I have a few ideas. Okay, all right. Let's do the schedule first. So today,
I will skip
it's the
schedule.
Level 1 podcast.
Thank
It's 10
you.
Awesome. What's up? To have some kind of an element of challenge or something unique about the boss. Literally boring. Silent Hill 2. It's also the worst boss in the regular Silent Hill 2. Only this time it's I feel like it's even worse, because this is like the rematch, and the rematch is not even as it's just
Correct.
equally crappy, But that if I played 10 hours and I have one complaint about the game, that's a good sign, right? Like it's not like everything else is great. The atmosphere,
Correct.
the graphics, the gameplay, the story. I like that all the puzzles have been redone and are interesting.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that continue should be great. Then tonight on the late stream, it is WWE Champions returning around 7 p.m. Pacific time. We're
Money,
continuing with the
Tony T.
Toxic Rumble event this month, which is the Zombies event all month long in October. Tonight we should be able to recruit Zombie Chelsea Green, because we'll have enough of the freebie shards that they're giving you every day. And we're going to see what else is going on. I think there's a bunch of tours and stuff to play.
Whoa.
And we'll continue to try to unlock new league requirements and stuff
Holy
like that. So it's going to be
shit.
fun. And as usual,
Yeah.
if we hit the support goal on the late stream tonight, I will do a mega pull. And there's a whole new mega pull loot this week. It's actually the best zombies of like last year
That's Chelsea Green, boys. That's what we're looking for tonight. Chelsea Green.
are in this mega pull. So even if
Big up,
I
CS. I'll
pull
check it.
and don't get, a current zombie, getting one from last year, one of these top ones, is still a great pull. I don't know if I'll get that, but anyway, it should be great. I hope you'll join me tonight for WWE Champions, okay?
Awesome.
Then tomorrow, we're going to have another chill podcast. We're going to do another
Yes.
Silent Hill 2 stream. And then tomorrow night, it's the return. What I did.
Why am I still doing
Because
this?
Sucks. Or more Marvel Collection, Marvel kicking butt, and Capcom 2 died. Capcom Collection, which is going to be mostly Marvel. I want your feedback on that. And that'll help us determine what we're going to do, okay?
Zzz, just opened.
So that's tomorrow. And then I'm off on Friday. When I return on Saturday, it's the premiere of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And then Saturday night, it's our Saturday WWE Champion stream, which will be good because it's the weekend event going on. You'll have a new zombie that's premiering and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. And then, of course, Sunday's my React day. Now, I don't have any other new games, really, that are coming. We're gonna have
Okay, this is so dumb.
October 31st. I think it's a Thursday this year. It's a marathon where I'll be dressed up in costume. I'll be playing a variety of games that you're nominating and going to vote for.
That's
There'll be
so
food,
far away.
beer, okay?
Okay.
So I hope that you will join me for it. It should be a great time. Be sure to nominate games. How do you do that? Type !Halloween into the chat right now. It'll bring up the link to the post where you could nominate games, or just check out the community tab of this channel.
I need to do that
Scroll
too
down
now.
from the beginning of the month and you'll find that
Halloween.
post there. Please nominate games. That'll be going about maybe one more week tops, and then what I'm going to do is close it up, count it up.
There we go. I got
do
it.
a poll, and you guys will be voting on the most nominated games to see what makes it into the event. And by the way, please try to use your brains and nominate stuff that's intelligent, like horror games and stuff. If you're
Yeah,
not-
like I think well, it's a good game. What's the game that we want to win? I forget. Stellar Blade. I mean, she is scarily sexy. So I think it's definitely Halloween themed. I don't know about you guys. That is scary, horrifyingly hot, right? Come on.
nominate Stellar Blade, I'm just going to publicly laugh at you on stream and make fun of you when we get to that, because
Oh no!
we're not playing a Stellar Blade on Halloween.
What?
Even if I was to play Stellar
just said
Blade,
it's
I still
scary.
wouldn't play it on Halloween. That's the dumbest suggestion
Why?
ever. And we know that you're just a bunch of internet perverts who want to see me play the game because you want to see boobs and ass.
We could go to porno sites for that. It seems like you're kind of scared of that, and I bet your audience might enjoy it as well.
Jeez.
Damn. Thought we had it, guys.
Okay.
Thought we might get some ass.
So, continuing
Boobs and
on.
ass.
One more thing, and then we'll get back to the kick subject, which I know you guys want to talk about.
No one does.
Interviews. So, I don't have an interview going on this week, okay? The Review
Sucks.
Tech interview's off the table. I'm done with that fucker.
Doesn't count. That
but
doesn't count. Does
I
not
have
count.
several other interviews that I am working on and lining up. Notably, next week, it's looking like I'm definitely going to have at least one interview, okay, on the Level 1 podcast. I may have two. It depends on how things go. I'm working on scheduling right now. The bummer is I don't know my wife's schedule for next week yet. So if I don't know her schedule, I don't know my schedule, and that means I can't lock any dates for anyone, right? That's the problem I'm kind of waiting on right now.
So these means they're shitty, because if it's a big enough guest, you make time. Like, even Philip knows that, I think. Like, if we're talking about a real person here, you make time. You know what I'm saying? But if you're Philip, and it's someone like, let's say, no shade on Brian here, but you know what I'm saying? He's not like a name that everyone would know outside of the Detractorverse. I think he would make time, but all right.
Right now is I need to know her work schedule, and then I can figure out who's going to be interviewed. I can tell you right now, one of the interviews I'm working on is Boogie. Okay, he wants to come on.
I'm working
I've
on.
been interested in having him on. And we're trying to work out the exact date that this can work, and that's on me because I need to get my schedule in line first. Okay, so that'll be interesting. That could be next week. I'm not guaranteeing you it's going to be next week. It could be next week, but I'm also working on a second interview that I think would be
Ooh.
very interesting to some. It's going to be a guest that I'm not going to announce yet.
All right, very interesting to some. So that means not interesting then, basically, is the best way I can put it. Interesting to some? Who could that be?
Until I've got it in place and they're ready to be announced, and it's going to be a very interesting one. Let's put it that way. This is not, how can I say? This is just not, it's not one that I think anyone's going to expect. Let's put it that way. That's the best thing I could say. Is I
Lugo.
don't think anyone would expect this. Okay,
Lugo boy summer. We
so there
gotta
you go.
go.
A couple interviews, possibly next week. I think at the least I'm probably going to have one. All right. I may actually end up having two. It really depends on scheduling and how things
There
work
he
out.
is.
All right. So, and it's funny because people are in chat like, well, what about Wings? I already explained this. Wings is coming on the show. He just has to get to a point where he can be on the show.
That should be a very cool episode. Wings coming on the show.
He's going to have surgery soon. You guys know that, right?
What?
He's going to have surgery. He's going to have to recover. Like, he wants to come on the show, but he needs to get through a tougher time right now. And then he can come on the show. Okay? So just chill with that. Because I've already explained this, and people are just asking again. It's like, just stop that, right?
Stop this!
Good stuff. So, now we can get back to the subject you all want to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, so here we are.
We've already talked about it enough.
Folks, I got to think of a timestamp. I'm going to clip it. Excuse me. Whew.
What the fuck?
So, I am seriously considering
done
streaming on Kick in some capacity very soon. All right. So you might say, well, why? What's causing this? Why all of a sudden are you thinking about possibly streaming on a different platform than YouTube? Well, there's a couple of reasons. All right. Reason number one is obviously because I've done some work with the guys from Kino Casino. And
I've done some work.
Kino Casino guys stream on Kick exclusively. And they, in the last, month, have kind of talked to me about, I should basically do some content over there. That Kick is lucrative. That it's a place where if you work there and you're
all
consistent,
about money,
with some of the work you're doing, there's potential for big earnings. And it's huge earnings compared to any other streaming platform. I'm being told you keep 95% of what you make on Kick as opposed to on YouTube, but you only keep like around 70%. Twitch is even worse. Like, Twitch is literally the worst.
I don't know.
At this point, I can't imagine why a single person with a brain in their head would want to be streaming on Twitch, because it just seems to me like a lost cause and a bunch of, like, you're basically paying the wrong people a ton of money to use their site. It doesn't make sense when everyone else is better.
So you prefer paying Google?
So anyway.
Okay, gotcha. You prefer paying Google to Amazon? Okay, gotcha.
In regards to Kick,
just want to be clear. Okay.
All right. I would make good money if I streamed there and I had a following and they were supportive. I would actually be making more streaming on there than YouTube, because not only is it based on, views, but it's based on how many subs you get, which is how you get support there from your followers.
That's what I think too.
But it's also, if you get big enough on Kick, you
Phillip,
can get into a program, and this takes a while. This is not like a quick thing that's instant.
Phillip,
you can get into a special program where they'll actually pay you to stream. Like, you'll turn on your stream for 2 hours, you'll get paid per hour because you stream.
Phillip, you have 321 viewers now. I know you like to pretend the internet likes you right now, but you have 321 viewers. That's a great number. I'm not saying that's a great number for a lot of people out there, but unfortunately, that's not enough to get paid to stream. We Dr. Disrespect here with 321 viewers. Yeah, I'll take a multi-million-dollar deal with Kick.
On there. And that's because they're assuming you're making earnings, right? And the earnings are going to even out, based on your performance and stuff. So, that's kind of neat. That's not something that, like, immediately I would get or even really care about.
500 unique chatters has to have that.
Earnings potential like that long term is kind of neat.
So that's
There's
out.
Nothing like that anywhere else. So that's number one, is earnings potential. I'm being told there's big earnings potential on Kick. And by the way, it's not an oversaturated streaming platform right now. For example, if I were to go over there and do certain things, I may be the biggest person on Kick doing particular things. They don't have a lot of ginormous streamers over there, so they'd be more welcoming to someone like me going over there and making content for them. Okay,
please do it.
That's number one. Okay?
I recommend fuck YouTube. Go to Kick, man. Just kiss YouTube goodbye. It's horrible for you.
Number two, recently,
one of the biggest.
I've started doing a bunch of content that's different from the norm of the content that I used to do, and the content is working, right? And the content is essentially turning out to be good for me, but the content is so different from the stuff that I used to do that it's not in line with what a lot of my longtime viewers have watched. What I mean by that
is drama, right?
Streaming WWE champions.
Oh, that's
it? Or drama content that I've been doing for the last month and a half, right? When I do a podcast here and half the podcast is talking about Review Tech USA or COG or Ethan
Doesn't
Ralph
count.
or
Doesn't
LTG. This is not the kind of stuff that I used to do. Correct?
We're already at the end of that, though. See, that's the thing. We're already at the end of that stuff. We're at the bottom of the fucking barrel right
sister's not
now.
being abused.
You had to interview what's his name, Tolomeo, with someone who even even people that know about the lore didn't know who that fucking was. We're already there.
And then everyone told me my podcast was boring.
There you go,
So I
good
implemented
farmer.
this new content, and now people are like, why is your podcast all drama? And I'm like, now wait a minute. You told me the podcast was boring. So I changed it up. I'm doing different kinds of content, and now you complain that it changed.
What?
And it's like,
Your fans said that.
well, you can't have it both ways, right? You can't. So that's the thing, that basically, the way I see it, if I continue to do this content that's a little different, perhaps it makes sense to do it on a different platform, right? If I'm going to be covering drama and I'm going to be talking about other content
Holy
creators
shit.
in a dramatic
All right, his chat is revolting now. I mean, some of them, they're still the typical, yeah, go ahead, King. But look at that. Twitch is dying. It will happen. Oh, wait, sorry. This sounds like a job, not a passion. I can't go to Kick. I just don't like that. I'm troublesome is a heavy donator these days. Not everyone's into this. Because they're scared of they're losing their community. Because you guys know, everyone in Philip's community is not there for Philip. I know there's a few tourists here that like Philip, and there's a few people that really do like his content, but they're very few. But the ones that are really there every day, they want to have their little small community they have here of, as June said, those special characteristics, let's say. And they don't want to lose that.
like fashion,
they don't.
a little feuding back and forth and stuff like that, then maybe it makes sense to separate it from my already established content on YouTube, right? And that way it won't hinder the content here, right? For example, the WWE Champion stuff, let's be honest, it's mobile gaming. It's incredibly different from the other kind of gaming content that I do on this channel. I'm spending money to pull in the game, and a lot of people are like uncomfortable with that because they're like, oh, isn't that kind of like gambling? It's not. It's not gambling because it's in-game. It's the same as pulling packs in FIFA or a sports
It's still
game, right?
a form of gambling.
I totally understand that people are like, this is not
much
the kind of
different,
content
right?
that you were doing. And it's so different. You know what I'm saying? It's jarring to see you do it and stream this just in your normal schedule here. So
It's jarring.
The thing is, on Kick, that kind of shit is like welcome. That
Yeah,
kind
you got to do a spit take. Oh shit! Hold on. I was eating the red crayon. Hold on, fellas, doing WWE champions. Oh god! Oh my god! Hang on. Let me wash this down with some Elmer's. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Let me get back to my crayon here.
Get the fuck back!
kind of shit is like bring it more in, right? To see people do games of chance, that's what they want over there. So this champion stream are like a no-brainer to be over there, right? But let's say, for example,
No brainer.
that we're in a situation where there's drama going on, and I want to address it, but I know for a fact that if I spend half my podcast talking about it, people are going to get upset with me. They're like, man, no, more drama, more drama. Maybe doing a random night stream every once in a while over on Kick, and you could say, oh, it's a drama stream. I'm going to address this and this and this, and we're going to watch these clips back, and we're going to do this. But it's done on a different platform, right? That way, again, it separates itself from my existing content, so it doesn't feel like I'm hindering what I want to do or the kind of content I want to do here, right? So there you go. And Fed Rogers says, political show on Kick. Dude, if I was going to do politics of any capacity, I would not be doing it here on YouTube. I'm just telling you right now, you're not going to see Darkside Phil doing a whole political shtick here on YouTube. I would definitely want to separate that and do that somewhere else.
Oh, that's
you know
we
what
already got our second channel ready on Kick.
I'm saying? By the way, my bad, because Cabal did a super chat 15 minutes ago, and I didn't read it out because I was doing the schedule. He says, it's a $10 super chat, by the way. Maybe you could take your drama content and interviews over to Kick. They can be uncut and then bring that here edited in line with the terms of service. Well, what I could do is very similar to what I've been doing with the podcast. I could do it. Let's say I do a random night stream, right?
Okay.
And this whole night stream just happens to be about, I don't know, Ethan Ralph right? We're talking about Ethan Ralph for like an hour. He said something about me. I say something back about him and crap like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's already at the end of its end of the road, though, right? You just literally what you want to do is be Kino Casino show, but they know about the people they're talking about, right? Like they know about the people they're talking about, and they have, they add to it with their, comedy takes on it. Philip cannot do that. There's no, he doesn't have an ounce of that skill in his body, anywhere on the body, or in the gout crystals that are growing on his body, nor the eczema ooze that is dripping out of it. There is no sign of that for him. But that's what he wants to do, is just be Kino Casino. That's what we're trying to do right here. It's just be Kino Casino, right? Just be them. That's what he wants to do.
So I do the stream over there on Kick, the live stream. I have interaction with the audience. I take in support. All of that happens live on Kick. But I record it locally, and then I clip out the highlights, and I upload them to the channel in a highlight manner. So you can choose whether or not you want to actually watch it here on YouTube, right? And it's the selected clips that make sense that would fit YouTube. He
just wants another way to get subs. I mean, that's the long and short of it here. He wants to be Kino Casino, and he wants to get the subs from Kick. That's the only reason we're even talking about this.
I think that could work pretty well. Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me.
So, this is what I'm thinking, okay? Now, here's the thing. Everything that I've talked about right now makes sense, right? Making more money when I stream on Kick, because the opportunity is there. I just don't know if it's going to work out or not.
It will not. It just will not, sir. He acts like Kick is some rinky-dink show, rinky-dink website. Yeah, there's like 10 or so streamers on there. You know what I mean? That's what he thinks like. That's what I think he thinks Kino Casino is like the biggest show on Kick or something, Like, yeah, they're the biggest show. They got 3,000 viewers, dude. Like, what? They have many, many more bigger people than that.
And also, the fact that I already have content that would absolutely fit Kick's formula, whether it's the WWE Champions or the drama streams and stuff like that, hangout sessions, right?
Yeah, they don't do gaming. Fuck that.
Definitely some negatives. Are you ready for the negatives? Because there are quite a few, I would think.
Please, let's go.
So, number one, Kick does not allow you to broadcast at high bit rates.
High enough?
Right now, this stream on YouTube, I am broadcasting at, I want to say 15,000.
That's your choice, and it's a dumb choice.
Right now? Hold on, I'm going to find out.
Let me search their bitrate limits.
I'm broadcasting on YouTube at 15,000 kilobits per second.
That does not improve the quality of the show above the 1080p requirement that you have set. The maximum is 8,000 gigabits per second. Gigabytes per second. So, I mean, 8,000. That is enough to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Right? By far enough. You can get away with half that and do what he wants at 30 frames per second, right? But
15,000, that's incredibly high.
That's stupid.
Probably not good enough for a great 4K stream, but it's definitely good enough for, like a standard 1080p stream. That's why I do it at that quality.
It's just wasting.
That's why my streams look so good, because I'm broadcasting at a very big bit rate, okay? On Kick, I'm almost positive, I think the highest they can do is 8,500.
That's fine.
Right? So,
Thanks for the membership.
We got some more Foley. Oh, bite.
That's what I mean when I say if I'm going to stream on Kick, it has to be a certain kind of content. I don't want to be streaming the hot new release game that you want to see the absolute best quality. The graphics are great. I'm not going to be doing that on Kick. It wouldn't make sense.
Yes,
I'd
it
be
would.
hindering the quality of my stream. You see? Like, I'll be honest. For example, the guys at Kino Casino said if you played Street Fighter over here, you would be the biggest Street Fighter player on Kick, hands down. Like, no one's playing Street Fighter on Kick. And I was like, that's true, but man, my stream would look like garbage. I know it would. Like, it would be pixelated. It would look choppy. That was the problem with when I used to do Street Fighter content at the lower bitrate. It just didn't work. It wasn't looking good at all. So, honestly, I don't think I would ever want to or be able to do high-quality gaming on Kick. I would have to limit it to certain kinds of content. Like, me just talking to the camera would be perfect on Kick, right? Or me doing WWE Champions, or who gives a crap about the graphics of the mobile game, right? That would definitely work, you see? But doing all this high-quality gaming would not work for Kick because of that big limitation.
It would,
all right?
but okay,
That's
anyways.
number one.
Okay. Whatever.
Number
Go ahead.
two, this I can't confirm yet
She sucks.
because I haven't actually done it yet. I haven't done a stream over there.
Big ups,
But
Logan. There you go.
Everyone keeps telling me
4K,
the moderation over on Kick
12,000.
is terrible.
Yes, it is.
That the chat gets absolutely out of control.
Big up Steve
you
Dave,
get
by the
people
way.
on there with bot accounts and issues, and that is basically like a big problem. Like the moderation is wildly insufficient to have a stream that's kind of under control. And considering the fact that I am who I am, like I know I'm Darkside Phil, I know that I have a giant group of detractors who follow me no matter where I go. The first thing they're going to try to do is ruin that chat experience. Now, if I'm on a new platform, right?
Guys,
and
my
I'm trying to
sister's
have
not
great
being
interaction,
abused.
I'm trying to give shout outs for supporters, how
Yep,
am I going to do
correct.
that if the chat is completely out of control, right? I don't know. And
His
it's funny
chat,
because
by
I
the
keep
way.
getting mixed signals about it. Some people absolutely say, yeah, it's terrible over there. And then others are like, no, that's not true. It's improved and it's better.
That's all, because you see that, you know, I'm wondering if there's a little bit of a pattern to who's getting that information. Because it seems like all the people that are in your chat every day and have been for months are saying it's a bad idea, but the people I've never seen before that might be here, that might be calling you king, are saying it is a good idea. So, just
Once
an
the puppy
idea.
just said the chat is better on Kick, there's less bots actually. You see? So
Bots. There's less bots, yeah?
I don't know.
What else can you do? There's a lot of other stuff that detractors could do.
Lady Charisma says, from personal experience, I haven't even been in a single Kick chat where someone doesn't call me a slur. I mean, and listen, I get that. Like, it seems like when you
Listen, I get that. Nice. Listen, I get that.
Kick chat where someone doesn't call me a slur. I mean, and listen, I get that. Like, it seems like when you have
I get
a
that.
business where they outright say basically everything goes,
That's not a
that's
problem?
the kind of element you're going to get. You're going to get way more of those people.
Ooh, Sarah Barclay. Sarah Barclay. That's a supporter, Philip. You going to answer Sarah Barclay? I'm guessing she gets ignored. Similar to the cat experience. She'll get ignored.
Want to go, and they purposely want to be malicious. They're there for that reason. They're there because they know they can't get away with that kind of behavior elsewhere. So then they all kind of gather at the place where they know that they can get away with that stuff, right? Guys, hold on one second. I've got an annoying thing on my finger here. I want to go clip it with a clipper. I hate this because it bothers me when this happens. I'll literally
Why are you pretending you don't want to bite it off right now? That's all you ever do is just bite it the fuck off.
be right back in a moment, and we're going to continue on with this discussion, okay?
Hang on, guys. I gotta get this piece of skin off. Why don't you just bite it the fuck off? Like you do everything else. Picks his ear for minutes at a time. Picks his face. Picks his mustache. Now we got a little fingernail problem, and we're gonna pretend we don't bite it? Yeah, that's the real truth, Darth. He's out there just furiously. Oh, I'll give you the sound effects. Oh, shit, let me turn up the mic. I can hear it. Here we go. I can hear it. Listen carefully. I can hear it. Oh, I can hear it. You hear that? Let me boost it. Oh, I can't hear it. Wait. Yeah, so you can really hear it. Listen carefully.
Ah, delicious.
Still going. You gotta stop it, huh? Philip, you got it.
Ooh.
Philip, you got it. Oh.
That's fucking dope.
Oh, you got a good one. Are you done yet? No, he's not done yet. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm done.
Sorry about that. All right,
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so continuing the discussion, you know, the other thing that I'm thinking about is like early on I looked into it, and when you start streaming on Kick, you can't earn anything
Oh
yet.
my God. Why don't we just all about money? Bring up the fucking terms of service if it's all about money. That's all we're talking about. Who gives a shit about the audience? Just be honest. Just say you don't give a fuck about them. It's way easier.
Okay, you have to stream 5 hours to qualify for the early affiliate program, which means then people can buy subscriptions for your channel. And the thing is, if I'm streaming over there for 5 hours or whatever, I'm not going to get paid for it, right? And that's not a big deal. That would be
Yes, it
like
is.
2 night streams, right? But I'm wondering, what else can you do? Like, are bots allowed over there? Could I have Nightbot come over?
Oh, yeah, that's
and be able to,
essential.
like, give links to my content? Like,
Gotta
for
have
example,
that.
Right now, if I'm streaming on Kick, let's say I was streaming right now on Kick. I couldn't make anything. But I want people to say, hey, if you want to contribute, please tip. Can I even do that on Kick? Is there a way to say, hey, here's the
No,
link,
there's no way.
tip through that link?
It's
Here's
impossible.
my,
Yep.
my PayPal page, or, I don't know how it works. I'd have
It's
to kind of
impossible.
like figure all this out, right?
Yeah, it's really hard.
Ooh.
By the way, just for the record, I know for a fact that you can set up blocked words and moderation tools on Kick. I was in the dashboard this morning, just looking around briefly to see what was there, and it said right there, you have a whole list of blocked words. So I can make it that people cannot be coming in and saying slurs and things like
Okay.
that.
Yep.
Of course, what could actually happen is people just undermine it anyway by changing the spelling and stuff like that. And that's the
What
kind
was
of
that?
stuff what people cannot be coming in and
He had
saying
an idea for a joke and then backed out at the last second.
slurs and things like that. Of course, what could actually happen
What?
is people just undermine it anyway by changing the spelling and stuff like that. And that's the kind of stuff that happens everywhere. That happens on YouTube. That happens everywhere, right?
So it seems like you're gonna
There you go.
You're gonna talk about this. Sarah Barkley had a good
So-
point. He just read it. Did he just read it?
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure the guys at Kino Casino, they have a place where you can donate direct if you want.
Not
But
money.
they push the subs because why wouldn't they? When Kick is taking such a small percentage, just push the subs. It's the easiest thing to do. Have people just sub to the channel, right? So,
I don't know. I have tried to type the slur for mentally handicapped in the Kick chat, and it wouldn't let me. Oh,
so
okay,
anyway,
thank you.
the way it works, 'cause I looked at it.
I agree,
and there's
Sarah
like a tiered
Barclay.
system. Hold on, I can actually bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up over here and show you on screen because this is my personal.
She said this.
Dashboard.
Jackass.
I have no idea how this works, and if anything here would be exposed and be a problem. But if you go here, so the way it works, I go to achievements.
Oh my God.
Right? So here's what it says.
Say it again,
Build
Sarah.
your community. You need to get 75 followers on your channel. I literally have done nothing but chat in the Kino Casino chat room while they stream, and I have over 100 followers on Kick right now. So that's complete. Hang out with your community, stream for a total of 5 hours, right? Once you've done those 2 things, you qualify for subs. So all I have to do is stream on Kick for 5 hours, and I qualify for getting subscribers on there. I mean, I could easily do 2 night streams, and by the end of the second night stream, I qualify for subs, right? Of course, I would have to sign up and do all the information.
That's all his
then
chat
after
right there.
that, once you have the subs, then you get your verification, which is how you get the check mark, and I think you get other features. So you need to get 20 paid subscribers that aren't gifted, but 20 legit paid subscribers. You need to have 75 viewers on average in a 30-day period, so you can't even get verification for 30 days.
How many
on
views?
Paid subscribers. You need to get 20 paid subscribers that
Okay.
aren't gifted, but 20 legit
That's
paid
easy.
subscribers.
Now he'll get that fast.
You need to have 75 viewers on average.
He could get that.
In a 30-day period, so you can't even get verification for 30 days. You need to stream 12 days out of 30. And I think that would be my challenge because, like I
No.
told you guys, if I stream on Kick, it's probably just going to be WWE champions and maybe a random stream here or there where I do like a drama hangout or something like that.
Drama
I don't
hangout.
foresee myself streaming 12 streams
Drama hangout, guys.
in a month on Twitch.
Drama hangout.
On Kick. So that might be my biggest hurdle because I'm just not planning on streaming that much over there, right?
Let's have a drama hangout.
Putting the time in, stream for a total of 30 hours in 30 days. Again, if I'm doing 2-3 hour streams, and I do it 2-3 times a week, I might not hit that 30
Just
hours.
play
I don't know
WWE
if I would
champions
even
3
hit that.
times a week,
And
1
then
month.
Get people
That's
chatting, have
fucking
200
deal.
unique chatters. That will happen
It does-
probably the first night
It doesn't sound like he knows you could do both. It's really weird.
that I'm on Kick. I'll have 200 unique chatters, right? So
Oh, what?
that's probably the first night. And then get people chatting, have 200 unique chatters. That will happen probably the first night that I'm
you-
on Kick. I'll have 200 unique
Active
chatters,
participants
right?
or chatters?
So
Big difference
that's
there.
what's weird. And then here's the
Because he doesn't have 200 active participants as we speak right now on his main platform. So I wonder what that means.
Incentive program. This is where you're so big on Kick, you can get paid hourly. In that case, you have to have a total of 25 paid subscribers. You have to reach an average of 100 viewers in 30 days. Stream for 15 days out of 30 days. Stream for a total of 50 hours in 30 days. And have 500 unique chatters. And reach 1,500 followers.
No, that's out. 500 viewers. He can't get 500 viewers unless he's literally talking about LTG or ViewTech.
Here's the thing.
You can't get 500.
Of these. Like, I
except
think
for
I could
500.
do most of these. Just not all. Unless I streamed a lot on Kick. I don't know how I would get those hour requirements. That might be the biggest hurdle. But the thing is, if I'm just getting subs and the subs are that profitable over there, right? Let's say twice a week I stream WWE Champions on Kick, okay? And then once a week I do like a drama stream or a chill stream where we hang out on Kick and we talk about anything. Anything
chill
goes
drama.
Stream. Maybe that's what we can call it. Anything goes with the king. Once a week. A random stream of that, right?
Ooh.
So if I do those three...
Ooh, someone just did that for Philip. Will he respond to that? Let's see. Just in case you're listening audio style for some reason. How do we go from drama react streamers are the lowest form of content made by lazy, greedy scumbags for morons to watch to this? Money? Attention?
3 streams a week, and I'm getting subs, and I'm getting tips, then I don't think it matters that I'm not qualifying for the higher tier program, right?
No,
I just don't think it's that big of a deal.
Sarah Barclay again, doing the not just getting straight up ignored. Sarah Barclay, if you bring in too much logic into DSP chat, you get ignored. It's the sooner you understand that, the better, Sarah Barclay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I mean the way I see it, I'm
Big
thinking
ups,
about
RB.
doing a test stream on Kick to see how it works. I would have to change my streaming bitrate through OBS, but I think it would be a WWE Champion stream. I'm actually seriously considering it this Saturday. I'm not going to do it tonight because tonight would be too fast, and I would want to talk about it and get people to know that it's going to happen and all of that, right?
Need to hype it up.
My fear is that number one, the chat's going to go wild, right? That's number one. I don't know how I'm going to keep it under control because I don't know how I'm going to get like a moderating team. You know what I'm saying? And number two, getting everything working that first night. I don't want. Imagine if I do a stream and there's like, hundreds to 1,000 viewers on there to see Phil on Kick, and then the whole thing fucks up. Right? Like, let me just botch my first appearance on Kick. I don't know.
I will read out more then. Now I've heard, and I've taken your feedback in. I'm going to think about it. Now maybe I'll make a change. No, just kidding. I'll read more out then.
Red King, it's not about. It's totally not about.
Let me find this.
Farming drama. It's not what we're
Yes,
talking
it
about.
is.
It's WWE Champions, which I'm already doing.
And drama.
And it's maybe one stream a week where we just do kind of anything goes.
So it is then.
Night stream, and that's it.
So it is then.
Jade says he would not go to Kick. Yeah, Jade, again, I totally understand that it's not for everyone. And like I said, it would be selective content. I would not be taking my podcast to Kick. I would not be taking my game playthroughs and stuff like that to Kick. It would only be select content that would go to Kick. Okay?
Later, Jade. Like,
So,
I don't want to play with you anymore.
That's what I'm thinking about. All right? And that way, here's the thing. No one's going to be upset if a couple streams a week or somewhere else, right? Because I'm still here most of the time. All the content that you still like from YouTube will still be here on this channel, right? So there you go. So let's talk about it over the week, but I'm seriously thinking about trying one stream, okay?
He always does, Cody.
Just one, and see how it goes.
It's
and if
very
it's a train
weird.
wreck, and the quality is terrible, and the connection's terrible, and the experience is terrible, then
Sarah Barclay again asking this question. This is the third time now.
I might not do it again, right? But I feel like,
third time.
I've got opportunity
Did
now.
not address Sarah yet.
I've got people who are interested in me, would be willing to support and jump on to a new style of content on a new site. And here's the deal, folks. Here's the deal.
Okay, finally,
I want
here's
you
the
to
deal.
go back in time
Going back.
All right.
Going
To
back.
2012 and 2013.
Going
Here's
back
why I
in
want you to go back in
time.
time for a little bit. All right. Back in time,
Going back.
around that time period, everyone was saying to me, Phil,
Big
you
up
need to
fictitious.
adapt. You need
Thank
to
you so
change.
much.
You need to jump on new opportunities. You are recording your gameplay with a camera pointed at a TV.
Wow.
All right. It doesn't look good. It doesn't sound good. We want you to improve. And I said, well, wait a minute. My core fan base is used to me recording with a camera. They tell me they want me to continue to make content in this method, that this is what they're used to. This is what they like. This is what feels safe and regular. That's why they want me to keep making content like that. Why would I change my style of content when my core fan base is telling me they're happy with what I'm doing? And basically, some people who I completely ignored, and this is my fault and I regret it now, they said to me, you are going to become a dinosaur. You're going to become the guy from 2010 to 2012 was popular on YouTube, and you're going to fade into obscurity because no one's going to continue to watch a gamer play with a camera. They want direct capture and they want live streaming, and you're not doing either of those, and that's a huge problem. You're missing out, right?
And it took you many years to make that change after you basically had no choice, and Rambo walked you through how to do it. So I hope you had a Rambo to help you out with this as well.
And I just sat there and I put my fingers in my ears like this, and I went,
Yep.
me, and I ignored it. I ignored all the feedback, the positive, constructive criticism that I was receiving. I ignored every piece of it, okay? I continued to record with a camera throughout 2012 into 2013, and I had a big fall off where people were just not watching anymore, and I literally became the laughing stock of the internet. This is how you don't play hit. And everyone said, well, Phil's an idiot. He's a dumb, stubborn dinosaur. No one should care about this man. Everything's passed him by. Technology, streaming, it's all better than what Phil does. And I basically lost my place as a top gaming creator because I ignored
No, that wasn't the reason, but okay.
everyone's feedback on it. Like, I literally purposefully ignored what people were telling me. I feel like today, this is that situation all over again.
I do
All
not
right?
see any relevance. I see no equivalence, actually. But yes, please go on.
I don't want to abandon my core fan base that likes what I'm doing today at all.
You are ignoring them at the maximum degree right now. Sarah, whatever, Barclay has given you 3 incredibly, I don't want to give her too much credit, but thoughtful responses to this. And you are choosing to ignore them, and everyone else saying negative things, asking why do you want to, change your content so hardcore? Is it just for money? Is that really what it's all about, Philip? And you are not answering. So that is exactly what you're doing.
In fact, I want the vast majority of my content to be here on YouTube, streamed here, highest quality. I mean, again, I'm streaming games at a great quality that I cannot do anywhere else. I've got 60 frames per second stuff going on. It's amazing, right? But
Yep.
for me, right, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I've got another group of people who like me and are saying, come over and try this out. You don't have to change your entire business model. You don't have to, completely be a different person. But you're already doing kinds of content now that would fit what happens over on Kick. And it would benefit you tremendously. You know what I'm saying? And
Read there, Barclay?
Snarf says, Kick's emote system can be abused by posting your incident face around racist emotes. You got to know this could be bad. Well, what do you mean?
You didn't finish the rest. If you want a chill, drama-free atmosphere is what he finished with. And why are we still ignoring Sarah Barclay, but picking up on Snarf, who is not even a subscriber to your channel, sir?
Would that affect me? I'm not going to have those. So if I don't have them, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you mean. Unless you're saying other people would have them. Yeah, and then if someone comes and spams it, you ban them. Right? So who cares?
So why don't you just say you don't do it then?
That could be said.
Why ask your
Twitch
community?
as well, right? Like that
All
shit
right,
on Twitch.
it's there now.
YouTube.
Sarah Barclay just asked, please just tell us one benefit for your community if you started streaming on Kick. This is her 4th attempt.
You're right. YouTube's a little bit of a safer environment because you can only use the emotes that are universal or from your own channel in the chat. So you can't have someone, for example, who's a troll of mine, have a really awful emote and then try to put it in the chat, right?
You still gonna ignore it?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Just trying it.
All right,
Doing
it's in chat. There, just hit. It just hit on Philip's eye line. Let's see if he does it. If he hits it here. Big ups Donkey Gong. Here we go. Let's see if he says it. He's looking at chat now.
Of WWE champions over there, seeing how it goes. The bummer is
ignored.
The first stream.
There it is.
I'm not gonna have anything really enabled. There won't be subs.
He just read it too.
Right? It's just gonna be
Get
we're doing
fucked,
a stream,
Sarah.
and I hope that I can get support in other means. Because for example, the WWE champion streams are popular because people like to see me do a mega pull. I do a mega pull once I raise enough to do it. Well, if I can't raise anything, then how am I going to do it? Right? So I'm going to have to be reliant that particular night just on tips. People would have to commit and say, okay, that night that you're doing your first kick stream, you can't make any other revenue. We'll tip you so you can hit the goal and then you can do the mega
Look
pull,
at this.
right?
See? Ignore the babies in chat. You going to read this one?
Yeah, I don't. This is, There's a lot to think about. I think we should talk about it more. But I'm seriously...
Oh, wow. Sarah again. Sarah is not giving this up. So you'll do exactly the same content, but on a site full of bigots, racists, and sexists instead. Sarah, you're a DSP fan, so we can't give you too much credit around here. But you are doing good work right now. If you really do care about that community you're in, for whatever the fuck reason, I'm not going to theorize on that, you are doing what you should do if you care about the community. Absolutely, Sarah.
Considering at least doing one stream on Kick to see how it goes. Okay?
She sucks his dick.
You gonna ignore that again? And he is. He is. What a douchebag, man. Ignoring Sarah 5 times.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I know it's going to be risky. I know you're going to have every...
Oh, let's see what it's... Okay, let me see what he said. I found it here. Where? How did he find that risky thing? Because he's fucking ignoring Sarah. You know that. I can't even find it. But anyways, I wonder where he found that risky thing, you know? Oh, I know it's going to be risky. Yeah, great point. Great point, Gorilla Tits. Great point. And just skips right on past.
Troll idiot is going to try to fuck around. And that's what I mean. Like,
yep.
Can you get Nightbot to work on Kick?
Big ups Wesley
or does
H.
Kick have their own bot system? Like, what is in place for Kick?
Speak her name.
Because I can't just let the chat run.
Speak her name.
Or uncontrolled. That's not even going to be a safe viewing environment, I feel, right? But I don't know how you could get it under control.
All right, there's the super chat I told you about earlier. How did we go from drama, react streamers are the lowest form of content made by lazy, greedy scumbags for morons to watch to this? Money, attention? A mix of both, actually. Constructive criticism, just super chat. Are you going to answer that or no?
See, and then you get... Are you ready for this? You love this, right? All this time, my detractors saying, see, Phil's boring, his content sucks, he refuses to do this, he refuses to do that. So now I'm going to change a little bit. I'm going to branch
That's
out.
not a
Maybe I'll even
detractor.
stream somewhere else. And then I get a super chat from someone whose name is Constructive Criticism.
Yeah.
Whatever happened about you don't like drama, you don't like... So I got feedback. I'm changing per the feedback I received, and that's a bad thing to you. That my opinion is I'm warming up to changing for the better. You know, like literally.
This is, yeah. Like, Philip, I'm not sure it's hard to understand, but actually nothing you do is entertaining, you know? Everything you do is bad, so the detractor's going to say everything you do is bad because actually it is bad. That's the point that you can't change. So, yeah, you're going to try this new thing. That's really cool, dude. Go off, King. But unfortunately, we're still going to say how bad it is because it is factually bad. And we're going to, of course, going to play all the clips of you saying how dumb reaction drama channels are. Right? So that's going to continue to happen no matter what you do. You could turn into a skydiving show, and it'd probably be the worst skydiving show on the internet, and we'd make fun of that too, actually. That's just kind of how it works, you know? But go ahead.
Literally the only reason that in the last 2 months there's been any growth or any change in positivity here is because I have changed. You understand that?
Yep.
I consider doing things differently. The old Phil would never have gone on Kino Casino because he thinks it's a drama show. Correct? The old Phil would have never had Keemstar on his show.
No, I'd actually think, because they called your wife a fat bitch, I think that's why you wouldn't go on the Kino Casino. But you looked over that, and I was surprised by that. So good job on that.
Correct? The old Phil would have never sat there and reacted to 12 hours of a documentary about himself, admitting all of his shortcomings left, right, up, and down. The old Phil would have said, nope, I want to ignore all of that and just sit here and play video games. And the old Phil would have stayed in his lane, did absolutely nothing to branch out, And the old Phil would be
Untapped
right back where we were
resource.
with no growth, no change, no positivity, no interest. Just my core fan base, and that's it.
Yep.
Now,
you're
I
right,
very well
Francisco.
could continue to operate like that for the rest of my life. But maybe in some cases, it makes sense to try some different things. I literally just explained that 12 years ago, I was in a very similar position to where I am today, and I chose to stick my fingers in my ears and say, I can't hear you, I can't hear
Okay.
you, and do the same thing. And that was the cause of my major downfall as a content creator. Do you understand that?
Oh, okay.
So,
Yep. It wasn't
that's
the being
why
horrible at it
thinking about
part.
changing,
Okay.
trying to expand, trying to be different, listening to the input I'm getting is a good thing.
How come you're ignoring the
sister's
input
face is
of
beautiful.
someone I've seen more than anything else, Sarah Barclay, when it's been there for fucking months? How come we're ignoring her feedback right now, but we're listening to Snarf?
And if you try it and it doesn't work, then what's the big deal? Nothing has been lost. It was a stream or two, right? It's not the big deal,
Ooh, constructive
So-
criticism trying again,
right?
and I think it got limbed. See that? No, abandoning all of your morals and principles you preached adamantly for years because it gives you money and attention is the issue.
See, here we go. No, you're abandoning all of your morals and your principles. No. I'm not going to immediately start doing content that all I'm doing is attacking people and ripping people a new butthole. I'm basically
That's what you said you would do.
taking a look at things that have
I know.
been towards me for so long and just throwing it back in their faces. Right?
So ripping
Who have
them
I
new
been talking
buttholes then. Okay, gotcha.
about all
Gotcha.
week? Review Tech. My biggest A-logger in the last 10 years, who literally all he's done is sat on his stream making fun of me, and he made about $100,000 or more doing it. Do you understand? This guy has made more than 6 figures of bank,
How do you know?
literally ragging on me.
Dude, you can't use bank like that. You can't say 6 figures of bank. Bank is a term that means a lot of money, and you can't put other qualifiers on it, right? Remember he said, I'm making a little bank, and I'm making 6 figures of bank? You can't do that. Like, how much bank are you making? Well, I'm making 6 figures of bank.
I have every right to clap back at that fucker. Do you
So
understand?
you are that. Okay,
That's
drama,
not
cool.
abandoning my morals. I'm not sitting here
He's
just
getting
looking at
hot.
the news and calling it out in a dramatic fashion. I'm not picking on random people on the internet and punching down. That's not.
How would you describe a Keno Casino show? Just to be clear.
What's happening? People who have already gave me shit.
Oh,
That's who I'm addressing. That's who I'm bringing
Yep.
up.
Good question. Cog.
Ethan
How
Ralph
about Cog?
did that before I even knew who he was. He was talking shit about me. LTG, are you kidding me? Talked about me many, many times over the years, and I never said a word, and now finally he gets some of that shit back. These are all people who fucking came at the king first. You understand? This is not, hey, it's Phil's drama show where I just pick random people off the internet and make fun of them. That's not what I'm doing.
Sarah Barclay tried
and the
again.
fact that you don't understand
I'll read it in a
that
second.
proves you're a dunce. Because you paid me $10 to leave 2 really stupid comments, and I keep your money. Man, you're dumb. Patrick, with an $11 super chat, which is
Okay, so Sarah Barclay, it's going to come up on his chat in his eyeline soon, says, I just don't see any benefits for your existing loyal community at all. Many people said, Eternal says, because there isn't. Let's
which is
see
now
how
the
he's...
biggest super chat of the day, says, fortune favors the bold. Be bold, Phil. Step out of your comfort zone and try to evolve.
They
There you
came on
go.
the king first.
Thank you very much, Patrick. And then here's the other funny part about it, too.
What?
Is that already my longtime fans and viewers are like, we don't really enjoy the drama stuff. It gets you views. Like, take a look at my most viewed videos on this channel in the last week. You want to know what the most viewed videos are? Every single drama highlight I took out of the podcast and the Silent Hill 2 videos from day one. That's my biggest content. Everything
So
else,
you are actively telling your active fan base that you don't give a fuck about what they want then. You're just admitting it right now. You understand what you're doing? That's what you just said. So you really don't care about them, what they want at all. You really just want the money then. Okay. That as long as it's clear.
videos are, every single drama highlight I took out of the podcast and the Silent Hill 2 videos from day one. That's my biggest content. Everything else, once you get through past the first day of a game, the views drop off, right?
So it is all about money then.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Oh my
yep.
God. What does my wife think? My wife,
She has no
says-
clue what I do up here. I don't bring her. She doesn't ask, and I don't tell.
I already told you what she said. She said, it's very simple. Don't be afraid to do new stuff.
Keep my name out of your mouth.
I already told you what she said. She said, it's very simple. Don't be afraid to do new stuff, but at the same time, do not completely change who you are. You got where you got because of your core fan base, right?
Sarah Barclay's on the screen right now. Don't you see why it would upset? Don't you see why it would upset your community that you're moving your content to such a toxic site? Again, this is her 6th or 7th attempt to try to get Philip to respond.
You know, no one wants to see Darkside Phil become a full-on drama streamer, content creator, the villain of the internet who just attacks everyone, including me. I don't want to be that either, right? I just want to do some different stuff, and if it means that I do it in a different place because it separates it from the other content I make, I think it makes sense, right? I do. I think that would actually make legit sense.
Big up, Zinky Row.
Now listen
Sarah,
to this. Now,
you're reading Sarah again. Skip Sarah and read someone else.
I said you're going to lose way more fans going to Kick purely off the stigma of the website. It begs the question, what's the motive of it?
See, he keeps skipping Sarah because Sarah is putting it very beautifully, and he's picking people that are saying it less beautifully. But okay, what are you going to say to this person?
What fans are outright going to quit? Like if I'm only
Sarah
doing
Barclay.
WWE champions and maybe one random hangout session a week over there, pops, maybe three night streams, right? And everything else is here. My podcast continues.
Okay, Sarah Barclay's trying again. I apologize for stopping so much. I want to make sure you know how much Sarah Barclay is on a mission here, and Philip is choosing to ignore it. Can you please just give us one benefit of your loyal local long-term fans in the community if you started streaming on Kick? Just one benefit. That's what she wants.
My major game playthroughs continue. Why would you quit? Like, what would you even do that for? That's also like, this is hilarious because that's just so hypocritical because that's like also saying, well, nothing bad ever happens on YouTube either. So it's totally fine for Phil to make content on YouTube because everything on YouTube is 100% kosher, but Kick is the devil. What, are you crazy? Have you any concept of what happens on YouTube on a daily basis and what they allow here? Some of the most messed up stuff you've ever seen.
Okay, so it sounds like you already made your decision. So why did you pretend to talk to your community about it? Because everyone in your community is saying that they don't want you to do it. But you don't give a fuck about them, so just say that. Or don't ask them and just say, hey, guys, Kick on Saturday. It'll be fun.
Even police this site unless someone reports shit, right?
Yeah. There's Sarah Barclay.
Cracker Jacks
read
asked,
it?
would it be possible to dual
Cracker
stream,
Jacks.
to stream to both sites at the same time? Not right now. There's no way I'd be able to dual stream with this PC.
Why not?
It just wouldn't be possible.
Okay.
Okay?
Great PC.
I would want to upgrade, get a better PC, split that workload, because then I might even be able to stream at one quality to one site and one quality to the other side.
Great PC.
But that's just, it's not going to happen right now. You know? And that's funny. A2A says, I don't even understand the stigma comment. It's like a better Twitch. The bottom line is none of these streaming services are squeaky clean, right? Twitch is fucking abhorrent.
Sarah Barclay tried again. I just don't see any benefits for your existing loyal community at all. Let's see if he ignores this one as well.
With the shit that they do over there, it really is. I'm sorry. It's just, it's insanely bad over there. And they're just a horrible company when it comes to how they run the company. Insanely unprofessional. YouTube has tons of issues, namely with copyright, with content ID, with impersonation, with
his dick.
bullying allowed and shit like that. It's just terrible. You know what I'm saying?
There's a little difference here, though, BR Joe, who says, Dave must have forgotten how much of his Twitch audience doesn't make the move over to YouTube. He does have the support of Kino. So the Kino Casino guys would definitely help Phil be successful in the beginning. Absolutely. But it won't, I mean, that's not a forever thing. But he would absolutely get a benefit from the beginning, and he would think it's the best option ever. But once it's really over, the Kino arc, you know, and the meme is gone of it, then he'll be in trouble, right? Then it will go down to the 200 viewers or whatever normal they have, right?
Lady Charisma, I understand what you're saying, but what you're saying is exactly applies to YouTube as well. Lady Charisma says, Kick allows so much, they don't ban unless they get pressed. YouTube doesn't ban unless they get pressed.
Can you talk about Sarah
As long as
Barclay,
they're
please?
making money, YouTube allows anything. Okay.
Good question,
There's entire
Vikes.
channels on YouTube that are 100% defamation, bullying. You
Okay.
can flag the channel for bullying, and they don't do anything. They don't care. YouTube is just as bad. That's pretty. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
literally go to Kick because they want to have that uncensored factor, correct? And Kick allows that. That I understand. That at that point you're making, I get. I would do my best to try to stop that with my streams. There's words I can block. There's bots I can put in place. I want to have a place where it's not going to be people coming in and saying every awful word under the sun, every insult, every doxing and shit. You know, I can't have that. I got to make sure that we find a way to try to control that over there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, okay.
But the point that you're saying, oh, they don't ban anyone unless they get pressed. YouTube is just as bad. They don't give a crap. YouTube barely ever enforces anything. It's ridiculous.
So he already made the decision up. I mean, he already made his
What
mind
if
up.
you offered me an undeniable deal to move there permanently? I would not move. I even told you I can't move.
Irrelevant question.
My content is higher quality than what Kick allows. Do you understand? Like
no, it's not. It's
actual
1080p
bitrate stuff that I record and broadcast at would not work on Kick.
It's 1080p,
I
and yes, it
wouldn't even be
would.
able to do
Yes,
Silent
you
Hill
would.
2 at
Yes, you
1080p, 60 frames, and the bitrate
Me
I do,
too.
it wouldn't work. They only
Yes,
allow
it
8,500
would.
kilobits. It would look like shit.
1080p.
So that wouldn't
totally
make sense.
fine. Okay.
They would, if they offered me, hey, you'll come here and do this style of content, this certain kind of content exclusively here, that's different. Because then if it's acceptable at what I'm doing, but I can't just move my whole business over there. Even if they wanted me to, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't work. You see?
Okay. Oh, there you go. Sarah Barclay again says, can you please give me one benefit for your local, loyal, long-term fans and community if you started streaming on Kick? That's about 7 or 8 times?
Again, if I had a better PC, all this could be different. Because someone says, I don't understand, why isn't that good enough for 1080p? Because my fucking PC is 10 years old.
Okay.
I'm using an over 10-year-old PC.
Ignored.
It can't do good things at low bitrate. If I have a new streaming PC, if I spend a lot of money and I end up buying a brand new streaming PC that has a top of the line graphics card, better capture card, then maybe I could be doing these things at a lower
just
bitrate.
buy
I
a
can't
new one?
right now. It's just
Okay.
not possible. I'm
Did
using
you just
insanely
buy
outdated stuff.
New one?
Get it?
Okay. Okay. Don't get it, but okay.
There you go. Tob just did a $12.50 super chat and says, I've been watching you for years, and let me say you're one of the most intelligent, smart, handsome, and brilliant men I've ever seen. Sexy men get trashed on. Tob throbs for you.
There you go. Throbs.
That's insanely disturbing. Incredibly disturbing. But thank you for the super chat, Tob. Tob throbs. Oh, my God.
Remember, anything mentioning shit cannot go on the leaderboard, but Tob throbs. That's it.
Tob throbs. That was a $12.50 super chat. Wow. So, by the way, guys, we've been talking about this topic now for a bit. I think we talked about it enough for today's stream, right?
Okay.
Let's leave it at
Get
this.
fucked. Get
I'm
fucked,
considering
Sarah.
doing a test stream on Kick to see how it goes. It could be as early as this weekend's WWE Champion stream on like Saturday night. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna do it or not. I have to look into it. I have to figure this out. And of course, the big thing here is I need to find a way to make it work so that it's not going to be a crazy, unhinged environment. But also, I got to make it work for me. I got to make it that
Good
people will
question,
support
Keel.
that stream. I'm not going to be partnered on Kick that first stream or the second stream.
So I need money
to make
in other
money.
ways.
So it's going to have to be kind of like, you know.
You scratch my back, I do nothing. You scratch my back, I do nothing for yours.
Tips
Gotcha.
There, right? Please tip me during the stream so at least I can make some revenue so I can do the pull like you guys want to see me do during the stream. But I don't know if it's going to work. It could be a big disaster. It just doesn't work at all, right? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens, right? Then why move? Because the possibility can't work unless you take advantage of the possibility, right? The opportunity.
Okay.
Opportunity knocks. If I do like 2 streams over on Kick and do the 5 hours, then I can get partnered. And then affiliate. And then you can receive memberships.
Yep.
And then I can actually monetize the content. I'd have to do 2 streams to qualify for that. See?
Anything else? Looking for something positive?
That is true. Lady Charisma says that one of the things that I can think of, or the only good thing I can think of for Kick, you won't have to skip any video.
Notice you said the only good thing, Philip. the only good thing. Let's see if he mentions that.
Those on DSP versus the internet. I mean, that's true for sure. Like,
oh, that's true.
I would
Cool.
just be able to watch every video. But that would break the whole system then, because the whole point of DSP versus the internet is the memberships that I get on the channel on YouTube. And if I'm not broadcasting it on YouTube, that doesn't really make sense, does it?
So that is the only
Maybe
good thing
does,
then?
'cause maybe you could still just
Oh.
watch it anyway after.
Okay.
Man, we'd have to figure all this out. Ugh. You see, it's very complicated trying to figure all this out because I've already got so much going on, right?
Uh-huh. Yes, you are right, Anonymous Fish. Someone that talks about qualifiers as much as Philip. He often misses them for some reason, huh? He does miss them.
All right. Anyway, I'm kind of tired of the subject, quite frankly. All right.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing Sarah drop good points that I have to ignore.
Um,
Questions that I can't answer, excuse me.
So I think we should change the subject, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about it today. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Let's go ahead and try to figure out if we should try this weekend. All right. I'm debating if I should try it on Saturday night.
You're
for the
already
WWE
decided.
Championship and give it a shot and see what happens.
Shut the
right?
fuck up. You already decided. You didn't give
I'm
a
just
shit
curious
what
if I
you
stream
didn't give a shit what anybody said. So let's just let's forget about saying I haven't decided already.
on Kick on Saturday night. Would people tip me? Because that audience on Kick is a Kick-centric audience. They're going to want to do subs. I can't take subs yet, right?
So just get ready to tip. Nice.
Good Lord.
I don't give a shit. Just tip, all right? Nice. Just tip.
AOR did a $5 super chat. What's your opinion on using substances at the start of a stream?
You talk about if you go to Kick.
Review Tech. What's my opinion on Review
Oh,
Tech? I've already
okay.
given you my opinion on Review Tech. It's pathetic. Like, if that's the only way he can get himself to do a stream or go through a stream, then he shouldn't stream.
Ooh, does this
right?
count or not for the
It's
poll?
just ridiculous.
He
can't even be himself and sober on a stream anymore, then he shouldn't do it.
Does that count or not for the poll? Because that AOR could have been manipulating the poll, right? I do not want to pay off people that manipulate the poll. I never want to do that. So just because there's a chance you were trying to manipulate the poll, AOR, I will not account that. That does not count. It does not. Just because I don't want anyone to manipulate the polls by tipping to Philip. You know? Only one person I'm friends with tips with Philip, and that's Snood. That's because he's going through therapy to try to stop. He just can't stop. He's addicted to it. But he's working on it. One day he'll be able to stop tipping Philip. One day. He's got to work really hard on it. And also Atlas. Excuse me, I forgot Atlas. He's working on it too. I forgot Atlas.
Okay.
My bad.
All right, so let's end the discussion for now.
Yep.
Let's see how we're doing, because I wasn't paying any attention. We have over 400 viewers for that discussion. The Kick discussion garnered over 400 viewers. We have 69 likes, guys. Let's get that up to 100 likes.
So, Philip, just to be clear, that would not reach the threshold to get partnership at Kick. Just so you know, that's not 500. Yes.
For the podcast, all right? And let's get some support going right now. As of now, we're at $40 in support, and it's mostly super chats and $2 in tips.
Oh, sweet, dude.
So let's get some support going, guys. Let's get that momentum moving. Let's get the streak continuing today so we can do the Krabby Patty Meal DSP tries it this weekend, right? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's fucking do
AOR
it.
did another super chat says no duty.
Is that a meme or?
No duty. Excuse me. I don't know anything about duty. If you mean
I thought you don't talk about him.
duty, I also don't know anything about duty. I don't follow duty.
But
I
you
don't
do
want to
bring him
follow
up a lot.
duty. But listen, if you're going around your life watching and following duty, I think you have some serious issues. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, no one brings him up more than you, so think about it. As Jade said, he's out. Father
Okay.
time. Okay, I will. I read the second one. I read both of them, I thought.
See what I
Constructive-
mean? This constructive criticism person isn't actually giving constructive criticism.
Fuck, what was it? I missed the last one.
D, I think
Where
you have
is
some
it?
serious issues. You know, if you think about duty, I don't follow duty.
I'm trying to. Oh, here we go.
If you-
To all of his legit fans here, does the fact that he looked you in the face and lied to you for years and called anyone who didn't believe him mentally ill morons not mean anything to you? There we go. Constructive criticism, though. You gave money to say that, so you were a little dented yourself. You could just do this from the start, and you'll still get attention. But let's see how he answers it.
I mean, this constructive criticism person isn't actually giving constructive criticism. They're just regurgitating troll memes over and over. And
Do you want to acknowledge that or answer it, though? Or
this doesn't matter.
Okay.
The stuff you're saying doesn't matter. The people who are here
Pick
on
up
my
Keel.
streams enjoy my content, like me as a person, and, you know, are happy that I have admitted to my shortcomings in the last couple of months, fessed up to them, and I'm changing for the better. They like the changes I've made. They like the content I'm making. They like everything. So your point when you come in here and you say, oh, but Phil did this in the past, and Phil did that in the past. Yeah, the past. You're right. The past is the past, you incredible mouth-drooling dunce.
Okay.
It's the past. Now,
therefore, yes, I killed a lot of people in the past, but it was the past. So just, can we please forget about it?
now we're in the present, and we're moving towards the future. We don't live in the past like you, where the detractors live. The detractors always live in the past. Like, they actually now, here we go again, like they don't do the same shit in a cycle, right? They're trying to circulate around some kind of a montage of me saying the N-word, despite the fact that in 16 years of content, I've never actually said the N-word.
Okay, well, unfortunately, you're going to make me have to show that. So, okay, I will do that for you guys. Hold on one second. He said, what did he say again? This is the thing. This is the thing that makes me show it. Again, I don't give a shit what DSP says. However, when you say shit like this, I kind of have no choice but to show you how you're wrong. So, you want me to bring it up again? I'll keep showing you it again. All right, well, let's choose this one here to start with. Let me hear exactly how he said it, though, just real quick.
N-word. Just
Okay.
circulate around some kind of a montage of me saying the N-word, despite the fact that in 16 years of content, I've never actually said the N-word.
Okay.
I've said variations of it in a time when I was like playing a character or reiterating what someone else said. Like,
Okay, a variation of it is what he said. So he did not say the N-word. I would like you to bring your attention to this, and you tell me exactly what he's saying here and what variation of the N-word this is. Okay, I'm just not sure about the variation here.
Really? What was the girth of the gay niggers?
Okay, so you tell me what variation that was or what character that was. I'm not sure. Let me hear that like one more time just to be clear. I want to hear the variation.
The gay niggers.
Okay, I'm not sure about that one here. Let me do one more, just because why not? I want to hear the character and variation in this one here. This is when playing Street Fighter. Let me hear the variation here.
Damn die. Niggas faking, damn die. Niggas faking, damn die. Niggas faking, damn die.
I'm not sure what variation that was. I did hear an ER sound, though, that's for sure. That must be different variation or character. Okay, just want to be clear then. And again, if he didn't say the lie endlessly, I wouldn't care and I wouldn't be showing you clips of it. But when you lie that directly to everyone, I'm going to have to keep showing it. And I'll always be here to do it.
circulate around some kind of a montage of me saying the N-word, despite the fact that in 16 years of content, I've never actually said the N-word. I've said variations of it in a time when I was like playing a character or reiterating what someone else said, like when Booker T accidentally said it on WC.
I didn't bring up that one because you are not lying in this one case. You are bringing up what Booker T said. Neither of the clips I played for you today were from Booker T, just to be clear.
WTV, and I think I was playing like Prince of Persia 15 years ago, and I just said what Booker T said.
I didn't bring up that example either because he's not lying about that. That was what he was doing.
Oh, you see, Phil says the N-word. No, I don't. I've literally never actually said the N-word once.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to play it again then for you. Here is once. And oh, if you want to listen, you can hear, for a bonus KKK reference, listen in.
Fuck you! Where's my fucking hood?
Okay, he said, where's my fucking hood? That's a KKK reference, just in case you can't keep up here out there. Let me do one more here, just to be clear here.
The gay niggers.
Oh, okay. So that was two. That was two cases of no Booker T involved and no Hulk. And what was the other one? No whatever else was involved in that. And I found two of them. But okay, go ahead.
The N-word. No, I don't. I've literally never actually said the N-word once. 15 years ago, and I just said what Booker T said. Oh, you see, Phil says the N-word. No, I don't. I've literally never actually said the N-word once.
What was the girth of the gay niggers?
And it was just for kicks. Why not do one more? Why not? Why can't we just do one more? It's kind of... That was once. Let's do twice. Just want to make sure for everyone keeping track at home here, okay? This is in his own content. Okay, got it. Go ahead.
I've only said variations of it in a comedic fashion, reiterating what someone else said or playing a character, and it was all a decade or more ago. You are full of shit, but this is what I mean. They literally regurgitate the same shit over and over and over as if it's something new because they live in the fucking past. That's
because you keep lying about it. Again, if he said, like, all this thing, like, to my knowledge, I don't think I said it. He's saying so confidently that he said a variation of it when he means not the ER, right? That's what he's talking about. But I said there's 2 cases of him using the ER, and I'm not using the Booker T one or the Prince of Persia one. I'm using 2 other ones in which he said the ER. So if he didn't lie, I wouldn't have anything to. It wouldn't be. I would have anything to disprove or debunk. But instead, he chooses to lie, and then I have to show it. And yeah, that gets. I mean, there's too many of those to even show you here. But yeah,
what these morons do.
Uh huh.
They're that dumb. Yeah, why do you think they wanted me to watch back the alternate choices run of Heavy Rain? There's a reason. Because that was one of the instances where I actually said that word, a variation of it, not the full word, not like they say, not the hard R, but
okay,
the variation of it. Because
I played 2 hard R's today, though. Just want to make that extremely clear.
Playing as one of the characters in the game, I was like doing voice commentary like I was them in the moment.
So that's okay,
used to
then?
do that kind of improv commentary and shit.
Okay,
But,
so that's okay.
That was 2010.
Okay.
Right? It was
Okay.
2010. It's 20.
I was playing a character.
2024. I don't do that stuff anymore. I haven't in a very, very long time. People have called me out for it, said, Phil, you can't do that. It's not acceptable in any circumstance, to which I respond, you're right. I was wrong. I'm not going to do it anymore. Right?
If you didn't lie, that would be a fine statement, right? But you choose to lie and try to downplay the truth, right? So, and by the way, you did say that too. You just admitted to saying it again, yes. But if you didn't lie, it'd be totally, I'd be much more accepting of this response. Like, who cares in the end, right? Just said words. But like, if you just don't lie.
But then here we go. All of a sudden, it's 2024, and my detractors want to act like I'm a racist again. It's like, no, you tried that.
I'm saying you were I believe you are previously a racist. I believe you are currently a racist as well. I just don't have as much proof as we have from the past. So you definitely were a racist. I still believe you are. But the proof I'm bringing up is only because you said I never said it, when clearly you did say it. And I'm not talking about Prince of Persia, and I'm not talking about Booker T, and I'm not talking about a Heavy Rain.
Last year and the year before and the year before and the year before and the year before, it's still the same shtick. You don't have anything to say anymore. You don't. There's nothing left. The stuff you're saying is so bullshit. You know what I mean? And they keep rehashing it.
Who said bullshit here today?
Okay. I received a couple of tips here. Well, actually, AOR did another $2 super chat. Said, I can hear Duty's addiction in his speech. I believe you. I don't know what you're talking about, though. I'm not in on the lore of these detractors. I don't know. I have no idea what you're even saying about this guy. But I don't know, right? Oh, let's see here. All right, we got a couple tips. I got a $2 tip. See, here we go. If you stream on Kick, can you bring back your persona from Dead Space? No.
Why not?
No. I will not be bringing back my persona from Dead Space. I think that would be a pretty bad idea, don't you? I mean, I think this person is just they're being stupid, right?
Oh, okay. Right. Right.
Okay. I received a $2 tip. Funny how you mentioned RTU is your top A-logger. Duty is on X bragging about how he pressed Rich into not doing the interview with you. I don't care.
Doesn't count.
No, really, I don't care. You have to understand that, like,
Doesn't
to
count.
them, I'm the most important thing in all of their lives. I just want you to think about this. I, Phil Burnell, Darkside Phil, I'm the most important thing going on for Rich. I'm the most important thing going on for duty. I'm the most important thing going on for all this whole detractor sphere of weirdos, right?
Correct.
It's all about Phil. To me, they're all insignificant. My life goes on. I get on stream and I talk about whatever I want, and it has nothing to do with them. Maybe every once in a while I give them some attention if it's pertinent to me or if it benefits me.
You bring them up every fucking day, so all right.
But I don't care what they say and they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
hope you would stop bringing them up then, right?
But shit.
Okay.
It's pointless to even waste time. But to them, that's, hyper focus. Let's sit on X talking about Phil. Sit on X, like, what are you talking about? Right?
Let's see if he talks about Morale Killer here.
Hold on.
Because the Morale Killer says, stop ignoring Sarah, you weirdo. And let's see if it gets a response. I doubt it does. He's reading something intently here. Maybe that's Sarah in the tips. John, he's reading something intently right now. This is Sarah in the tips. Oh, God. Anyways, I'm not going to mention this. Sarah's saying some stuff. I don't care. Whatever. What was that? Someone's saying something in there. Damn, we are reading, boys. We are reading the fucking Lord of the Rings right now. What chapter are we on?
Email's completely unrelated to anything we're talking about. I'm trying to understand what it says.
Okay, good thing you're reading it now then. I don't believe you, by the way, but okay. Then why are you reading it now? What? What are we doing? Oh my God, they went...
Okay. Let's see here. I'll have to read that later. Of course, I have to get emails like this in the middle of my podcast. I'm like, I don't know what this means. I have to look at this later. It has nothing to do with this.
Why don't you do that then?
Okay. All right, a bunch of contributions on the YouTube side. So, AOR did another $2 super chat and said, I called him out on his addiction. He got mad. I really don't even know what you're talking about because I don't listen to Duty. Like, I have no clue what you're even addressing. Like, what you think he's up to.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea,
again,
actually.
Nor do I really give a shit.
That's I don't want to disrespect Cinnamon and Raisin, though, Francisco, honestly. So I will not do zombie Cinnamon and Raisin.
You think he's up to. Again, nor do I really give a shit. Maybe one day we'll get to talking about that, but not this morning. So thank you for the super chat. Moral Killer with a $2 super chat saying, I'm ignoring Sarah. I've been talking back and forth with Sarah and many others in the chat.
You have not mentioned...
all morning.
No, you have not said about anything about what Sarah's brought up.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It sounds to me like you're just being a moron.
Okay, there you go.
I have no idea what you're speaking of.
Sarah,
in fact,
speak up for yourself, Sarah.
I don't even see anything from Sarah for the entire page here.
Wow.
So you're done.
Okay.
I'm Troublesome gifted a membership, and it went to Mitch W54. Congrats, Mitch, on that. Thank you, I'm Troublesome, for supporting the channel. Tob did another super chatter. $5 is real throbbers stand proud against the detractors. There you go. He's a real throbber indeed. Thanks for that.
Is that disturbing?
With a £5 super chat says live poorly cooking with the king on Kick could bake and decorate. Oh, okay. That's something I wanted to bring up. Okay.
Oh,
how
God,
in
here we
the
go.
holy hell do you stream on Kick from a phone or something? Because like right now, I could open up my phone, go to my YouTube page, click go live, and just broadcast straight from my phone right onto my YouTube page. And I used to be able to do that with Twitch. No, that doesn't exist on Kick. Like last night, I was in my the Kick app, which is what I use to watch the Kino Casino streams. There's like no dashboard anywhere. Like I'm looking all around, and I'm like, it doesn't exist. Like, where do you do it from? But now when I'm on my desktop, I can access the dashboard. And it has, here's your stream key and everything. I would think what it is, Kick doesn't have their own stream service built in. You have to use a third-party stream service somehow. Like, for example, OBS. Like, you have to have OBS set up and ready to go, and then you put in a stream key from Kick, and you use that app to broadcast. I don't see any way that you can just do it directly on Kick at all. Like, I was looking, I can't find it. I see it nowhere. There's no go live button, like, anywhere on the dashboard at all. It just doesn't exist. Yeah, you need to do something with the stream key from Kick to do it on Cat works. She works early. Because last night, okay, my wife had to go to bed early because when Cat works, she works early in the morning, right? So she had to go to bed early, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm not tired yet. And I was talking with some people about interviews, and I was messing around doing work. This is what I mean. I always end up doing work right before I go to sleep. And
That's why I stay up till 4 a.m.
I had the Kick app open and I was kind of messing around with it. And I said, how funny would it be if I randomly go live? Now, I can't talk, but I could just like have my face being googly faces and just chatting with people for like half an hour just to see what would happen. I was going to do that. Legit, last night, I was going to do that. And I'm looking all around and there's nothing there. There's no go live. There's, you know what I'm saying? None of that exists in the app at all. And I'm like, so how do you do it?
Why don't you
But now that I'm on
Google
my
it?
desktop,
Yeah.
okay, it has the dashboard, and the dashboard has the place where you can like get the stream key, right?
Why don't you Google it? Okay, guess we don't do that. Sarah's shut up, of course. So Sarah had a chance to keep pushing this thing, but obviously, well, a fan of Philip will always show their true colors in the end. So she shut up now.
I don't. Does anyone know? Literally, not a single person in the chat knows.
Yeah, it's called Google. Just Google
Like I said, if I just want to stream from my phone on YouTube, I could do it
on
in
the
10
Kick
seconds.
website. I'm on the
Twitch is
Kick
exactly
website.
the same. It has it built in to go, but apparently not Kick. Kick.
You need
to use
Streamlabs.
some third party, in order to actually stream, right? Yeah. So Cabal, I wouldn't even answer. I don't think I could even do that right now. I have no clue how it even works. I would have to figure this out. I don't know. Yeah, people are saying there are IRL streams. I don't know how they do them. I'm literally on my Kick dashboard right now. It's got stream, and all the stream is all the info from when you're already streaming and the chat.
Tough question.
That's literally it. And then you've got monetization. That's not going to help me because I can't monetize now anyway. Achievements, which shows you how you can earn monetization. Studio video, which I think, VODs. This is your videos on demand.
Oh, he's banned from Streamlabs. You're right. He can't stream because the website literally Kick says you need to download Streamlabs. Nice.
Demand videos that you've created from your archive streams. Community, where there's chat settings,
Nice.
moderators, badges, and emotes. And overall account settings, which includes your stream key. Like, that's how you get your stream key. But there's literally nothing that says stream. See?
I'm sure there's some other way, though.
Nothing.
But yeah, he could use Prism Live, Anonymous says. So yeah, I'm
Capital
sure
J
there's some
says you have
way.
to link another account like Streamlabs. And there you go. I can't. I
Why?
am banned
No.
from Streamlabs and Stream Elements because my
Why?
trolls mass reported me 3.5 years ago, showing them montages of things I said over a decade ago.
So is that things you said or things we made up? Was there AI involved or was it things you actually said? Okay, gotcha. Yep, we sent the dossier of hate.
And all the services banned me. So I can't use a third-party service at all to stream. I have to stream direct from OBS or direct from my phone. It's been like this for almost 4 years. I told you, this is the same time I got kicked out of the partner program. It was the same time that Teespring shut down my merch account. It was all happened like the same month because these trolls did it to all the businesses I was associated with, and they got me banned from everything.
Because of things you said. He ignored the live poorly with the cooking with the king aspect of this, didn't he? Because he's not doing that shit. What the fuck's wrong with you?
So I don't know how I would do it then. Like, I guess I would never be able to do the IRL streams. They're not possible.
Ooh. You don't know who Chaos Realm is? Chaos Realm is the best Twitch streamer on the internet, in my opinion. Search your channel on YouTube. You'll find it. Chaos Realm 01. A lot of good
AOR did another
playthroughs.
$2 super chat. Would you ever help Duty find the light? No. Help Duty. The only thing I will help Duty do is go get flushed.
AOR
That's
needs
about
help,
it.
man.
I don't care
What's
about
going
that
on?
person. I don't know. I honestly don't know why you're talking about them that much. They're just not that important.
Yeah. Talking about him almost as much
OBS
as you
would be
do.
my best bet. How do you use OBS on a phone?
It's
How
called
in the
an
holy
app.
hell would you ever use OBS on a phone? I don't think you can you?
Oh, yeah, you can't. You can't use it on a phone.
Because that's really what spearheaded this whole thing. Like, I didn't understand what was going on. And last night I was like, man, I think I'm just going to try to do a random stream. Right?
More specifically, was calling a fan mentally ill. But why is, like, mouth drooler different, you know? But
I think I'm just going to try to start one up and just see what happens if anyone shows up or whatever. And there was nothing that I could. It also, here's your stream key. Begin your stream. But I'm not streaming from anywhere. Like, what good is a stream key to me if I can't stream from any location? Like, it didn't make any sense what they were telling me. Excuse me.
Nice. Correct. Great.
All right,
Okay.
guys. So here's the deal. Currently, we have over 400 viewers, 86 likes. Let's get 100 likes right now. Let's get to 100 likes. If you're sitting here on the stream and you've enjoyed this discussion today, please click the like button, all right? Let's get that going. Let's get some engagement. Now, as for support, we're currently at $64 in support. Let's get that going. Let's get some super chats, some super stickers. Let's get some tips. Right now, we have like $4 in tips, right? All day.
Come on, guys.
So let's get some of that going. Let's get that momentum going to continue the streak. We can do that Krabby Patty
Step
DSP tries
it
this weekend,
up.
right? Let's keep that momentum moving. Capital J says there's other ones like Prism Live Studio, Lyrics Broadcaster, and Omelet Arcade. Now, Capital J, I understand what you're saying, but what's to say that the idiots don't just go do that with those places too, right? Like, if this already happened with 2 other services, right?
Unfortunately, with your history, there's always going to be a chance of that happening. You can't just erase the past.
3.5 years ago. What's to stop them from just doing the same thing with the next service? That's what I mean. Like, I don't want to get all set up and be like, oh, look, now we got something going and this is working nicely. And then it just gets taken away from me because these businesses are so fucking stupidly unprofessional that they'll literally watch a montage of clips that took place in 2010. Act like it happened today.
Well, a lot of things were more recent than that, but we could continue lying. Go ahead.
And then moderate me for it today. Because that's what happened 3.5 years ago, and I've had enough. I've had enough about being treated like a child for things that are so long in the past and don't apply anymore.
Okay, so then don't do it then. Sounds like you can cry about it then. We're going to cry or do something? Try. Just don't try. That's easier, right? What? Okay. Now what? Now what? Yep, Wesley H, you are correct.
You need Streamlabs to stream Kick on your phone. I looked it up on Kick's help page. Then I can't. Then I could never do IRL content on Kick. It would never work.
Sir, that gentleman just gave you 5 other options, but you bitched about those options. What are we talking about here? Do you forget that quickly? That was very quick to forget, wasn't it?
I cannot dual stream. I've already explained I can't. Okay?
Yes, you can, but okay.
If I get a new streaming PC that can handle that capacity, then yes, I cannot dual stream right now. It's not possible.
Baby bitches.
Over a 10-year-old PC can't handle anything.
I know, that's true. Just tell me. People like me now, Streamlabs. And this is fun. Okay. Looking for any sort of support or people saying I should go to Kick right now. Anything else? Yep. Anyone saying anything more positive about me? Anything
we got all
positive
kinds of
about
debate
Kick?
going on now in chat about this. Should he dual stream? Should he not dual stream? Should he split this stream? Only do it on one place? Should he do this? Like, oh. That's what I mean. Like, we talked about it enough today. I don't want to get a headache.
So you don't want your community talking about a subject then?
We didn't even get to my news stories today, so I guess we'll save the news stories for tomorrow. One of them is absolutely hilarious. It's about Nintendo alarm clock. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah, I thought that would be most of it. Thank God it wasn't that. It was much more interesting than Nintendo alarm clock. At least we got that.
Yeah, Cracker Jacks, here's the thing. He says, what about migrating to Cat's computer? Cat's computer's from 2017, okay? If I migrate over to my wife's computer, I'm literally migrating over to a 7 to 8-year-old computer. I'm going from a 10-year-old computer to an 8-year-old computer. The reason that originally I wanted to do that was because I was in a dire strait where I knew I couldn't afford another computer, and it was like
I was in a dire strait.
The best case scenario that I was going to get, right? Like I told you guys, I didn't want to do a big fundraiser event where people were going to be generous and contribute, but then I wasn't going to make any money for a whole month because people were so generous to get the PC that they can't afford support for the rest of the month. So
what about now then? Why we do the burger then?
You know, there would really not be much of a benefit to go from my PC to Cat's PC. There'd be some, but not great. Like, the best thing to do is get a new one. To get a new one, and that way I'm good to go for many years.
Convenient how that is.
You know, and an internal capture card and everything. You know, it would just be so much better. I did get your email, Lady Charisma, yes.
Oh, was that email?
Cabal, I don't know about any new products as of yet. Right now, the product line that I have on darksidefield.shop is what it is, okay? And I would assume, depending on how successful that line is and what other products are offered, you know, I don't know. I don't control that. What I can do is pass along suggestions. So Cabal is wondering if there'll ever be a bigger mug. Maybe, I don't know. I would have to
control
talk with them
that.
about it.
You got to go in the board. We got to see what the stockholders approve of. That's the best meme. We'll see what the company agrees with. I gotta talk to the CEO. We'll see if we can get a bigger bug in there. We'll see. It's not confirmed, but we'll see. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
What happened to a PC I got a while back? I don't know what you're talking about. The last desktop PC I got was that gaming one, and that's what I'm gaming on every single day. And the PC I got before that is literally the 10-year-old PC sitting right here next to me. That's my streaming computer. That's the only PCs I have.
How about the
for
mini
me.
PC, though?
The only other PC in the equation is my
Yep.
wife's PC.
How about the mini PC? Or, well, fuck that. They're detractors now anyway.
Silvando did a $5 super chat and says, have you spoken to 1 Minute Man recently? No, I don't speak to 1 Minute Man.
Oh.
1 Minute Man was a longtime contributor.
Yeah, what
right?
happened?
And for the longest time, all they would do is contribute once a day, which was great. And then basically during the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, they continued to contribute, but then they started talking, asking questions and things like that.
And I
then-
didn't like that too much. He started getting snappy. He started getting a little bit lippy. So I kind of got tired of him.
Over the course of several months, they became like very opinionated about things with the tips they were giving and stuff.
Yeah, no opinions. Just give the money. Shut up with the fucking opinions.
Apparently, they started having disagreements with me and said, well, I'm just going to leave. And I was like, okay. Like, I can't make you stay if you don't like my opinions or my content. I don't know what to say. And then they left, and that was the end of it. That's the last time I've heard from them, and that was how many months ago? I don't even remember. You know?
Uh-huh.
But that's how life works, right? Like, in life, sometimes you have support, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're friendly with someone, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you like someone's content, sometimes you grow out of it or grow apart from that, right? I mean, back in the day, I was the biggest fan of Angry Video Game Nerd or Nostalgia Critic, and I watched and I digested every single piece of their content for like 2 straight years. And then after a while, I was like, yeah, and I stopped watching it. You know,
Did he start hating you because of you didn't respect his opinions?
I go back, and every once in a while, I'll watch some new stuff they put out. And some of it I like, and some of it I just like, oh, God. You know, it's just not good anymore, you know. But that's just how it is, right?
Gotcha. All right, we are really winding down here. The energy is gone.
Particularly, I don't even remember what it was with 1 Minute Man at all. I don't even remember the conversation. That's not a big deal to me. Like,
okay,
it was nice to have the support when I had it. It was nice to be friendly with them while they were here, and then they decided to leave. So
we're talking about them a lot, huh?
I worry about. It's nothing I'm even, you know, to think about. You know.
We still talking about them? Or are we done now?
Many people, you know, that's been like that over the years, right?
Holy shit!
People who they've been here every day, they're talking, they're hanging out, and they're like, well, they're moving on. And that's life. That's how stuff goes. I mean, I've been around for 16 years.
Oh, God.
I've had probably 5 to 6 different generations of viewers in that time period. You know, people who probably watched for like 2 years, right?
Nope. Anything else? Got any tips? Any tips you got, or alright. Guys? Guys? Man, he got out all his
all right,
energy.
Guys, it's time to end the show.
Whew, okay.
All right? Thank you for hanging out with me.
Thanks.
For the engagement.
Woo.
Thanks for the support.
Thank
Did we hit the
God.
100 likes? Are you kidding me? 95 likes. 5 people click like right now. Let's hit 100. Come on. Let's do it right now before we adjourn the show. All right? Thank you for the early support. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show and the
Pick it
open
up,
discussion
though.
about Kick. I'm sure we'll be talking
Pick
more
it
about this in the
up.
coming days. Thanks for the consideration. So, today,
Thanks for the consideration.
it's
as long
time for
as
more
you-
Silent Hill 2.
As long as your name is not Sarah. Thanks for your consideration. Big ups, Wesley.
Consideration. So, today, it's time for more Silent Hill 2, which I'm
Yep. All right,
very
we're
much
going to be
looking forward
Silent
to. The game
Hill,
is
and then on
great.
Saturday, we're going to be on Kick.
Hell Hospital.
We'll see
so
you
to
in
speak.
Kick on
And then
Saturday.
we're
If you
gonna
want
be
to tell me
doing
if you
more
like it or
Champion
don't
Zombies
like
tonight,
it,
so I
be
hope
on
you'll join me
Kick
for all the
then.
fun all day long.
I don't care what you
Tomorrow
say.
I'll
I'm
be
just
back
going to do it.
with the new stories I
Okay?
didn't do today.
So I'll
some
just do
updates.
it.
Probably
Oh.
talk a little bit more about Kick and all of that. All right? Thank you guys. It did exhaust me. Fed Rogers says the conversation exhausted you. It did. It's very exhausting.
Yeah, it was exhausting.
All right. Guys, thank you so much.
It was kind of tough
See
out
you
there. You guys
tomorrow.
didn't agree with me as quickly as I hoped, so I had to make up a lot of shit. It was
Right.
tough.
Fed Roger hit it on the head.
We
I'm
got through
incredibly
it.
Exhausted.
We got through it, though, somehow.
Discussion is just, it has drained me. Okay. Let's get set up here. Where is it?
Is it going to come back? I think it only goes twice. That's the maximum.
Where the hell is it? Here it is.
I'm busy.
I was like, well, how can I get the screen to pop up? All right, I have to get my gamepad. For anyone taking off because you don't want to be spoiled on Silent Hill, I'll see you hopefully tonight for WWE Champions. I get it. Some people are still playing the game and aren't 10 hours in like I am.
Definitely.
But for those who are ready for survival horror fun, you're in the right place. This game has been absolutely great so far. The only thing I didn't like was that boss fight. Seriously, that last boss fight we did last night sucked. But everything has been great, so... Oh.
What are we doing now? Nah, well, I'll keep it on for a little bit, but then I'll read all the super chats and get out of here.
That I'm living with is gonna yell at me.
Yes, he will, Cat. He will yell at you. I'm sure he does many times. Dead air. Oh, hold on.
Wow.
Oh, no, he's talking.
My controller actually auto-synced. Very nice. I wasn't expecting it to because it actually hasn't been auto-syncing the last several days I've been playing, but it turned it on. It just synced right away. Like, oh, good. Cool. All right. So, before we hit continue, I have to take a quick leak, and then we're going to begin. So if you guys wouldn't mind, give me a second. I'm just going to run to the bathroom, and I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll fast forward past this.
And it would...
Quick leak. That was a quick one. That was honestly a quick one.
Okay, so...
I don't think he even went.
Lucas Nooker says you were supposed to shoot flesh lips in his hand. It would ground him, and then you can hit him with melee attacks during the boss fight. You couldn't even see his hand. He was dropping from the ceiling, right? And all you could see was the flesh of his body in the cage. Like, the actual perspective of the camera looks at him.
Lucas Snooker says otherwise.
So you can't, like, if it was apparent, right, that the hand was, like, dangling or something, it wasn't apparent at all. It didn't look like that at all. It looked like he was just, you know... And by the way, when he pulled into the ceiling, then he would go into this black area. You couldn't see him at all. Like, there was no light up there. The game wasn't generating light. So just, that didn't... I mean, I get it. Yeah, if you fuck around, maybe you could have figured that out.
Okay.
There was no way that was intuitive that you would have figured that out unless you listened to someone or you played it like 20 times, right?
Or
Your
you
first
try
run
it.
at that, you're never going to figure that out unless it's
Okay.
I
You
would
could try
It didn't
things.
stand out to me at all that you could shoot his hand and he would fall or anything like that.
Okay,
It just felt
yeah.
like what you're supposed to do, you're just supposed to fill him up with bullets, which is what I did. I just unloaded all my ammo into him and he died, right? So for me, the boss fight sucked. Maybe you're saying there's more to it, but they should have then fucking made it more apparent. They
Yellow
did a bad
paint.
job.
Yeah,
Sorry,
put yellow
that boss
paint on
sucks.
what I'm supposed to
In my
do,
opinion,
please.
not
I don't
gonna
want to
change it.
try
That boss
anything.
was terrible.
Yeah, I don't want to try stuff. Just tell me what to do, okay? Put yellow paint on the weak points and then call it a day, all right? It's much easier that way.
Okay, so question. All right? You want me to do this? Hold on.
What?
You want me to play like this? Because I can play like this if you want me to. You guys have said me playing this game in the dark has been better recently.
Yeah, definitely.
So, that's up to you guys. If you want me to have the light off or not, I'll stream with the light off today, since it's a horror game. But that's your call. All right? It's your call, whatever you want me to do. So let me know here. I can have it on or off. For the podcast, we wanted it on, I'm sure. But the background definitely looks better with it off, right?
I mean, he should stream like this.
Sister Fister, we're done talking about Kick right now. We just had over an hour-long conversation about it. We're not going to talk about it now. This is Silent Hill now, okay? Can
Okay, stop talking.
Get on topic, please. Oh, by the way, I got to change the background.
Tip or get the fuck out. It's
The
pretty
Silent Hill
simple.
back.
All right? It's pretty simple. Aren't you enjoying this new camera, guys? It looks so clear.
There we go.
I know I'm zoomed in, but still.
It looks bright with the light off, too. Dang, it looks real bright.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Dang it. By golly, it's still bright. Huh? What the hidey hole? Getting a hidey hole?
Okay. You think it looks better with the light off? Okay. All right, guys, we're about to start. Now, please remember.
You know the deal.
Please remember to support. Let's get the support goals hit today, shall we? Boy, Jasper is completely enamored with the fan. He's staring at it, wondering what it is. This is funny. He doesn't know what the new fan is.
Yeah. He's trying to stick his head in.
So, please
He's trying
remember
to
to
end
support
it
the
all.
stream. We want to hit the goal. We want.
He just had about 8 licks of ant poison, and he's feeling good right now. He's like, I wonder what would happen if I, put my neck in there, dude. That would be fun, dude. What would it even mean? Maybe my claws are in there, dude. Yeah, let me reach in real quick.
Keep the streak going. We want to do that Krabby Patty DSP tries it this weekend. So please support the stream if you can.
I don't know why I sounded like Philip on his laced weed there. That was my Philip on his laced weed impression right there. That's what I was going for.
We want to do that Krabby Patty DSP tries it this weekend. So please support the stream if you can. Super chats, super stickers, and tips. Right now, we got a bunch of super chats this morning. We got pretty much no tips, like $4 in tips.
No
So
tips.
it doesn't matter how you contribute, but anything's appreciated. But please contribute.
Okay. But yet, why'd you tell us that?
So Vondo did a $2 super chat. I got
That's
my
not
level
gonna
1 mug,
cut
and I
it.
must say it's great. You got it? Cool. People are finally starting to get their first wave of merch, and you're the second person who says they really like the merch. I'm very glad to hear this.
We're not
Thank
done
you,
till
Solando.
YouTube mode, Mr. Extravagant.
Anyone else who gets merch, please
The
let
poll goes until YouTube mode on, by
me
the
know
way.
that you've gotten
That's
it.
the cutoff line.
And if you like it or not, but this is excellent. You know, I like all the merch that I got. I have 2 shirts and 2 mugs, and they're all
Love
great.
it all, dude. Incredible.
Thank you for that. We're up to $71. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Phil here in the dark.
All right,
like,
now it's
literally, I'm
ending.
in the dark, except my backlighting today. And it's time for Silent Hill 2 Remake. You guys have asked that I turn my ring light off while I play this game so it's more spooky. So we're going to do that. 3-hour stream
I
about to
know.
come.
That wave
come up
is
here
very
on the channel,
funny.
And we just hit Hell Hospital. This is the Hell version of the hospital, all right? So maybe we should do the stuff to the left first. The locker room.
All right, there we go.
No.
That looks like it.
I don't think we're going down there.
Let me get your raw
I guess
fill
we're not going
link.
this way. A big hole. A big
Big
hole
ups
in the floor.
Nocturnal.
But by the way, we have 6 bullets. That's literally it. 6 bullets, because we used all the ammo on that boss. We're gonna have to be pretty safe and conservative with what we do here. Jasper, go ahead. You can jump up there. You can jump in the window if you want.
God.
He's nervous.
Dude, do you think I could, like, fly, man? But then I was like, I don't have the claws anymore. Like, think I could, like, fly, dude? I'll stop.
Because I have the blinds or the curtains closed.
All right, we're going live, by the way. We're 23 minutes behind. Live.
Hospital? I'm gonna
3,
call it Hell Hospital.
2,
It's not the
1,
regular hospital.
live. All right.
No, I need to climb.
Slideran says, worse than TikTok streamers begging for galaxies. Oh no, my other galaxy
Yeah, I guess
needs
no
me.
more bugs, huh?
Oh, let's do that. That's a fun little field trip. That is funny. And since it's kind of relevant, so we talked about it on Monday. Before I read super chats here, animations. I can find it. Here we go. NPC DSP. Great fucking video. And this, though, I will say, Bob Starsky, who helped make this, they put fake
Eat a
Derek
burger?
messages in there. And that has fucked up many of people because they thought it was real, but it's not real. It's Bob Starsky made all the fake chats, and I believed it too, but it's not real. So yeah, keep that in mind. All the Derek super chats are not real, but they look real. Here we go. NPC DSP. Let's fucking go. Pigs are animations. Now remember, you have to go there and watch it there too. That's the rule. All right, let's go.
Eat a burger? Yum. Eat a burger? Yum. Gow. Crystals. Ow. Ack, ack, ack. Tasty bananas. Eat a burger? Yum. Throat clear.
Throat clear.
Drip. Nasal drip. Full time. 6-star Hogan. Yay. Gluck, gluck, gluck. Whale tail. 5-star Brock Lesnar. No. Yum, yum. Jasper Kitty. Stop touching the lights or I'll spray you. Gow. Crystals. Ow. Yum, yum. Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty. Tasty bananas. Ack, ack, ack. Throat clear. 6-star Hogan. Yay.
My favorite is throat clear. Like low key, that's the funniest one because he just says it throat clear. Throat clear. Here's the question, since we're in our wind down time, by the way. On those streams, do they really just do that the whole time, or is there any talking at all? Do they do any kind of bit, or is it just really just reading it? I've never watched it. Is that what they do? Is it really just that's it? Oh my god, that's wild. Like, they don't even try to do a little skit or something? Like, that's pretty funny. Internet's a crazy place. You never know what's going to be the hip thing. But how's the market for that? Is it going down or is it up or what? Like, what is? How's it looking? How's the field of NPC going right now? I know he was like one of the biggest ones, right? But I mean, when I say that guy, I'm talking about the guy we talked about, the Spider-Man guy. It's a real bear market. Get into it. Yeah. I'm trying to think what mine would be. What would my redeems be? I don't know. Stupid laughing, that would be one. That's funny. I don't know. You can't think of jokes about yourself, so I don't know. What would be my redeems? Think about it. Something about old. I'm sure that would be in there. Anyways, I'm done with this. It's not fun to think about this. There you go. That's a good good fucking contest. What would that being said NPC do? Oh, he's waking up. There's Chew. Writing on a stone tablet. Yeah, we should do that. Well, on Friday, if I remember, which I definitely won't, is let's do what would that being said's NPC redeems be? Whatever they're called, I don't even know. Yum yum. Anyways, where's my fucking thing? Am I faster? All right, yeah, I was on 1.1. There we go. We're playing the game. Okay, there we go. Boom, boom. Decompression time, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me today. I should be back tomorrow as well. And Fridays, that being said. So see you same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. Let me tell you. The outro video is looking pretty hype right now. Pretty cool. Should be ready soon. The outro video. Let me tell you. It's going to be pretty hype. So I'm looking forward to revealing that to y'all. And then Friday, of course, we will have, that being said, and a lore dive on Friday, which could be of the topic, maybe, not decided yet, but it might be Philip talking about all the times Philip says he doesn't want to do drama. All right? So we're going to get all the times Philip says, I don't do drama, and how much he hates drama. It might be something about that. All right? So we'll see. That should be fun as well. But big ups for hanging out. And if you're going to leave, thanks so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. But let's start reading, my friends. Thanks, everybody, for chilling as usual. And Husky did set me straight here. Makalakahai makahini ho. I thought that maybe that's the only way I heard that was hiney ho. That's why I said it. I thought that was it. ES says RTU is probably happy that DSP finally noticed him. Now, there could be some side of that, right? Because RTU did, I mean, when Philip mentions RTU, it's a benefit for him, right? So I could be part of it, right? But he's definitely doing the DSP streams now, so we'll see how long that goes. And if DSP is forced to... So tomorrow, I think, we have to get some drama, right? Like, today was no drama. We're going to go again, no drama, Philip? Really? You've seen the views. See you later, Solid Cole. We'll see tomorrow. It could be fun. Biz up Extreme for becoming a member. Mr. Extravagant said, oh, the COVID one. I did read the COVID one. Meerkat is still recovering. Hopefully he's good by Friday, but if not, hey, we'll just wait longer, right? We'll wait for him. Let's go. Slatteran says, we are one step closer to my dream DSP versus Falsey. I think that's the last one I actually read while it was still live, but DSP versus Falsey, that's not happening. It's not happening. Not happening. King Jad, you're coming in with another raid? I'll hit it. If you got the raid, I hit the button, and we can find John Rambo. Find him! If you bring the raid, I bring the nose. That's how it works around here. You know that. Oh, there it is. All right, I'll give you guys a minute to settle in, get your seats, and then we're going to play a game of Find the Schnoz of an Angel among the running fills. And I do need to update this. Because King Jad, if you're going to do this often, I do have to make it more interesting. So I will have to change it up a little bit. But I can do that. No problem. But are you ready? It is time for Find the Rambo. One of the best games. It's taking over the country, taking over the world, taking over the universe. Find the John Rambo. Let's go. Here it comes. Right to left on your screen. Mucka like a ha, mucka honey ho, mucka honey ho, get the hottie ho, and 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 the I did see him this time. That one I feel was easy level as well, in my opinion. But you'll see. But at least I can prove now that they're different. They are all different. Yeah, that was pretty easy. That was the warm-up, right? Easy mode. There you go. Big ups Copeside Phil, who said, picking up where Meerkat left off, without you or Meerkat, I can't stomach his pre-streams anymore. He's just so boring and constantly gaslighting. Well, thank you so much, Copeside Phil. That's what we're here for, is trying to make it more entertaining. Get some entertainment here. Francisco says, this fan really blows. Unlike Cat, some might say. Someone else said it in chat. I stole that joke. By the way, that's a contract I have. So if you say a funny enough joke in chat, you give me full rights to use that in any way I want. No, just kidding. But I do that. But I try to shout it out when I do. I don't just steal it randomly. ES says, Phil's living in a microwave. When it's 70 degrees outside, it's 90 degrees inside. Did you know that? Pretty intense, dude. Pretty intense. Hosky says, the appliances are sympathetic and breaking in unity. Oh, yes. They also understand where they live. And they are detractors as well. Yeah, there's no trademark on jokes. That's what I say. Yeah, Godfather, yeah. Big ups. I appreciate all the jokes. That makes it fun, too. If you, just making a video of this, that'd be a nightmare, honestly. Just imagine, not live doing this. That'd be a nightmare. Just sitting here. That'd be horrible. I don't want to think about it. It's not fun. Fun is all hanging out. The Pasta Maker says, Phil may be in the hot office, but Kat is always bulking up for a hibernation that will never come. She needs it more than Phil. The Pasta Maker, easy. Easy. Ice is so thin. Greedo the Green says, when is he going to move to Canada? Well, I will answer that. That is when Snood finishes his current run of tips. Snood likes to spread them out. You know, he doesn't like to give the big boom. But on the next big event, you might see Philip deciding to move to Canada. Because Derek's there, Snood's there, he's got to move there eventually, right? You know that. Base Boglamite says, in direct path, need a circle of protections. Base Boglamite, big ups. ES says, speaking of crushing it, Cat is sweating downstairs. ES, that was also toxic. Obracan says, please, Jasper, bite his windpipe and don't let go. Jasper is, he's a party cat. He's not doing any serious missions like that. He's out to have fun. He's licking ant poison, going nuts, staring at 60 frames. It's like a rave for him. GBR says, out ALT, it's certain he will go for the Fester felted cheeseburger. We need that. What's the next fucking event? I don't know why we're pushing this so hard. This I guess I really think Philip's trying to test how much he could do. I don't need to have a single goal now. I can have a weekly goal, and if you just keep running that over, will this continue to prosper, right? Will this continue to make my daily goals easier to hit? He's testing the dentedness, right now. And so far it's working. It's paid off. They clearly don't care about how much the baking is picked up, and they do understand, even though it's a joke to felt the detractors, that if we hype up eating a burger, it works. That's sad. Jericho in the house says, I honestly do not understand how goals hit is different from a streak if they have to be all in a row. Yeah, he changed the goals hit. He changed the streak to goals hit when he didn't hit it 3 times in a row or something. And then he said okay, this is kind of bad if I'm doing streak. It's kind of sad, right? So then he changed to goals hit. But then he added the streak goal. So now we're back to a weird place where we have goals hit, even though now we're trying to get a streak. So you tell me what's going on. Slime Privilege says he talks like that because he thinks it makes his stream seem more important than it is. Yeah, he talks about everything like it's the most important decision in the world. All these things. We got to talk about this, guys, okay? We got a serious conversation to have. It's about Kick, right? But see you later, Cyclops. Movie Sign says, so, just like everything else in Phil's life, it's always about the money. And he basically admitted that. He said, guys, look at my content right now. Look at the views I get. All drama stuff. Today was very blatant. Tony T said, I'm late. Why is he considering Kick? Oh, I'll tell you why. 95% share of the subs. You know that. And is Kick making money now? Or is this from, like, because I know, like, even YouTube's not making money because of I don't think yet, because of how, how much it costs to run a video sharing website. Like, the costs are insane. But I know they don't have to be. You definitely do not have to be making money for many years to still live, to still survive, but just wondering. It's just wondering. A 90-10, yeah, 90-10. Oh, they're subsidized by Casino Arm. Okay, there we go. So yeah, but it doesn't matter. You can have a website that's not making money for many, many years if you have the backing of something like Casino, exactly. ES says, DSP can't qualify for hourly pay. Check Kick requirements. Yeah, he went through those. There's no way he gets that hourly pay one. Well, it seemed like the hourly pay one, just to get it was 100 viewers. But, like, how much are they paying for 100 viewers, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can get an hourly thing, but it's like what? $2, $2 or $3 an hour if you have 100 viewers? Philip has 300 viewers right now on his main platform. What's that? They're not paying too much for 300 viewers an hour. That's nothing, in terms of advertisement. Mike says Snoods Velcro just popped hearing all this. I know, yeah. He's bricked up. He might still be bricked up, actually. From this Kick, another platform to tip Phil on. Later to Pasta Maker. Thanks for chilling today. Well, because I think they're definitely trying to be the most attractive website for streaming because they have such a low market share, right? So they're trying to, you got to do that kind of shit when you're starting out to get people on your site, right? That's why they're doing it. And also, I think that's the long and short of everything they're doing, right? They want to get people to go there. That's, hey, we got 90-10 split, man. Fuck YouTube, That's trying to get as many people to do it streaming there as they can. Wesley H says, all right, Lollipop Chainsaw for Halloween. There's an option. Lollipop Chainsaw. Very scary. There's chainsaws. Yeah, good idea. That's very scary. Because Philip said today, Stellar Blade is off the table, dumb fucks. That doesn't make sense. It's a Halloween. How about Bayonetta? She's kind of scary. In a good way. You know what I'm saying? ES says, Phil can use the XXXXL mod so Cat won't be mad. No, ES, thinner ice now. NWO News said, Cat said no unauthorized boners allowed for the Halloween. It's Tevin's fault. Tall women it's intimidating, right? But you don't run. I'm not running, but it's intimidating, right? But it's kind of intriguing at the same time. That's the problem. Women can't do anything wrong. There's always something. I can always find something good. Even in cases where it is a little intimidating. You're like, well, you can fight through it. I'll fight through that. ES says, moving to Kick will be one of the worst decisions. I think, honestly, it will work in the beginning. Absolutely. Because it'll be the hype, Kino Casino will get the backing there and say, Phil's on Kick. And the first stream, he'll get tipped to all hell because it'll be hype, right? And then, after that dies down and the King arc slows down even further, which it already is. I mean, being honest. Are they doing anything together? A few days ago, he said, I don't know if they have my back, right? It's clearly slowing down at the very least, just being factual observation in terms of viewership and everything as well. So when he does go to Kick, I think he will get that initial boost. But then after that, we'll see. And I think that's true too, Clara. It's to, hey guys, I'm doing the thing. You said you might like this thing, so I'm going to Kick. I'm taking your advice. I think that's part of it too, absolutely. And I can't highlight it now, but Clara said the King thing is 100% to get their attention, and I definitely agree. Definitely. Let's see if let me know if I'm missing a big. I'll try to keep my eye on it, but you know, not the easiest thing to do. Big ups to Who's Poppin', who says, I hope Phil moves to Kick and has another exodus. Yeah, he did have a huge exodus when he moved to YouTube, and he came back obviously, but it was a big drop in viewership, and he was not a happy boy for a long time. Oh, Goth Dami Mommy Month. I did not realize that. I now support that fully. Donkey Gong says, Kick pays $1 for each ear pick Phil does. I did read that one then, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool. The pick streamer. You know there's videos that have like popping stuff? Like popping not wounds, but like calcium deposits and stuff, and they get like, they're so fucking huge. It's crazy. But you want to watch. Like, I have to watch it. Like, you want to watch one. Yeah, zits I don't like. I like when it's more like something abstract, like a calcium deposit, where you don't know exactly what it is. So it's like, okay, this seems like insane. It doesn't affect me. Zits are nasty. But again, I'm not watching this for hours at a time, but it's just something that popped up once and I watched it. Pun intended. Slime Privilege says he's so delusional. He thinks he's very important. He'll be one of the biggest streamers on Kick, guys. And he thinks he'll be one of the biggest Street Fighter players on Kick. I find that hard to believe, even though I have no proof. I have no factual evidence. I just don't think that would be the case. Good Farmer says, Phil and Cat on OnlyFans soon? Big earnings potential there, too. No, that he would not do that. He's above sex work. Philip thinks that's bad and nasty, I'm sure. Iwamoto says, I almost feel bad for this extreme delusion. Very delusional pig here. A lot of delusional comments coming in. Yeah, see? I like the corn removal videos. Another weirdly interesting video to type to watch is the cleaning of the horseshoes. No pun intended there again. Because it's kind of interesting, but you feel like there's pain there. Right? But like I feel like there is pain for the horse there. I know it might not be, because I know it's like cutting out the fingernail. But the horseshoe cleaning is fine for one watch if you're looking for something stupid to watch. And if you add drugs to it, like marijuana, Delta 8, it adds to the experience, honestly. I think that goes for anything, though, doesn't it? Donkey Kong says gambling does not equal games of chance with money. Yep, but it's not. WWE Champions is not gambling. Don't forget it. Oh, God, Henry. See, that took it too far. I don't know why. It's weird when dogs chew the cut off horse nails. No. Yeah, I know. It does help, because if you don't do it, they grow too far or something. If they don't keep running it right. I don't know the details. I'm not into horses, and I said that intentionally. In every sense of the word, I'm not into horses. Got it? Copeside Phil says it's gambling. Even EA 2K admit it's gambling. I mean, it is a form of gambling. I mean, just different kind, right? Oh, Logan's a horseshoe cleaner. Oh, Logan a horse enjoyer, let's say, Logan. Safe to say? I don't want to put words in your mouth, Logan, but safe to say you have handled a horse then? I'm just saying honest statements. You have had your hands around the horse, you could say. Oh, and you also ride horses. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, learning something about Logan here from Taking L's. Learning something new all the time. Excuse me. Oh, Francisco's also handled many horses and owns many horses. Hell yeah. Would you consider yourself a man of many horses? Okay, Dabzilla's chime in. I had horses that would clean their hooves myself. It does not hurt them. And yes, dogs like to trim nails like a... Oh, yeah. See, I get that part, because I do... My dogs like that stuff, too. But, like, a nail feels weird, but it's not weird, because you do bite your own fingernails, right? It's a lot of stuff that you can't make sense why it's one thing's weird and one thing's not weird, right? It's not. You can't discern why it's weird and one thing sounds weird and one thing doesn't. Punishes Agna in the house says, I think it's under discussed how bad it was for Phil DSP to leave Twitch. He had a major debt exit. Same thing will happen here. I did read that already, but yes, I agree. He would not get, I mean, again, the initial hype would be cool, but after that, it'd be all gone. No. Pompeii Bones, no. Jay Wusso says, hoping the Kino Whales will donate to him on Kick, and I think that's really a big part of this as well. That should not go understated. I think simplify it down. Kino Casino said it would be a good idea, therefore we do it. I think you always go to the decision point always goes to the most simple, right? For Philip. More Foley in the house with the membership. Steve Dave with the gift. Big up, Steve Dave. And a man of many horses, Logan K says, for reference, YouTube recommends a rate of 12,000 to 15,000 for 4K resolution. He could use 1/4 of that and be fine. Yep. 6,000 is fine for 1080p at 60 frames. But yes, we have more bit rate, therefore we're cooler. Ikiro says he's just making an excuse for why he needs to stream on both. But he didn't even know about streaming on both. He says he can't do it. Streaming on both would be the smartest thing, because then, you know, no one loses. But he won't do that. Darkwolf says, audio style typically would appreciate reading out chats when things are popping off. LOL, I will do that, Darkwolf, from now on. Thank you, sir. Donkey Kong says, he just said drama streams, now it's not drama. And that was one of the low-key funniest parts of today. He said, guys, I'll do one drama stream a week. And then he goes, what? I'm not going to do drama. What? That's not what it's going to be. It's not drama. Huh? Like, all right. Cool. Oh, yeah, by the way, the poll ended. 74% of you are legends today, and 26% of you are legends today. 74 are not. And I believe it was lower earlier, so some of you may have added late votes, but I'll still let them in. Go ahead. 26% of you are going to have a great life. The rest, I don't know. Just not sure. Big Us Fictitious once again, legend. Donkey Kong says, it turns out it's hard to make a good decision when you have absolutely zero self-awareness. Yeah. It's pretty tough. Not gonna lie. Wesley H says, ALT, you might have seen this before, but this just sounds like an addict trying to convince themselves to use their drug and why it's right. Yeah, you go through a lot of convincing yourself when you got an addiction problem that you know it's bad. You will convince yourself that it's a good idea, and you'll come up with insane reasons. Like if so I'm going to quit next week. Well, it's good I do it today, because then it'll be easier to quit next week because I got this one in me. You know what I mean? You say insane shit. Insane. It doesn't make sense, but you just explain it to yourself that way, and you're like, yep, this is actually a good idea. I do need to do this. Kenneth Douglas in the house with membership, big ups. Francisco Ramos Mejia, a man of many horses. Again, I definitely want to put respect on your name, sir, so I will say that. He wants to become the boss man jack of WWE champions on Kick because he gets to keep 95%. He needs the better profit margin to finance down from the rafters. It's obvious. He really thinks he's going to be this huge fucking stream. Oh, I think we got a big. Let's see.
That's how bright it is outside, that the sun is hitting my blackout blinds, and it's creating natural light that you can still see me on camera. I don't have a ring light on at all.
That's not blackout lights
in
then.
The background. So.
Oh, what's that?
It's the sequel to The Forest. Oh, then I played The Forest. I don't think I played...
What was that pick?
It's the sequel to The Forest. Oh, then I played... So.
Is that a nose pick?
It's the sequel to The Forest. Oh, then I played
tell.
The Forest. I don't think I played Sons of the Forest. I think I just played The Forest. Yeah. Sons of the Forest was the sequel. Okay. Shout out to Adam DBZ 90s Man, who has just dropped a 50 Australian dollar super sticker animation of an anthropomorphic hippo jumping in and out of a chest with coins launching out of it. That is considered a $33 contribution. I know because he's been doing these for the past few days.
There you go. New
so
1
Adam,
minute man.
Let's get you up on the leaderboard. Thank you so very much. With that,
see the math here. Come on, Philip. You can do this.
That's going to propel us to $117 in contributions today. Thank you so much, Adam. Tons of super chats today, guys. We have 133 likes. Let's get that to 150 likes, guys. And thank you for the memberships. The one thing we really don't have any of is tips. We have 2 tips
guys,
today.
Guys, pick it up on the tips.
So if someone was thinking of contributing and perhaps you consider tipping. That would be great. It doesn't really matter, though. You can contribute however you like.
So why do you say
We're
it then?
so close to hitting our goal for the stream. My controller won't stop vibrating right now.
So why do you say it then if it's not fine? If it doesn't matter, then why say it? But anyways, Mickey Thor said the bigoted slur crowd is an untapped resource. Yeah, he wants to get that bigoted slur crowd money. That's why he's going to kick. As Sarah was trying to tell him. Donkey Gong says, who at 42 years old calls himself a 3 months old the old me? Well, because everyone likes him now. Things move fast when everyone likes you, Donkey Kong. But you're right. Paulette Burrow says, don't repeat your old mistakes. Make new ones. Hell yeah. NWO News says they came on the king first. That's often how it goes. The king is the first in line. Wesley H says, even if Rich and everyone else made billions of money, he could try to be the better person because being a better person is worth more than money. No, Wesley H. Clearly, you don't operate a household. I can't give detractors W's. You know that. Can't do it. Philip cannot give detractors W's, even if it means keeping a pedophile around. You know that. Greta the Green says, do you think he will get a drop in money because of this? No. I mean, in the long term, maybe, but you know, there's a consistent level of dents there that will always be there, right? And they're, you know, going down throughout the years, but long term, yes. Short term, no. That's always the way to take it. Icky Rose says, with how much backlash he's getting, he might quit YouTube out of spite if he gets a few weeks of elevated income on Kick. Now, that would be the funniest option, right? Kick pops off for like, you know, let's say 2 weeks. Kick is incredible. He says like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing a Kick 6 days a week. That would be the bad choice. That would be the worst thing to do. And then a month later, he says, okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. That would be the funniest outcome of all this. BR Joe says, Dave must have forgotten how much of his Twitch audience didn't make the move over to YouTube. Yep. I think he's counting on Kino bump, let's say. Slatteran, thanks so much for the membership. Vike says, real question is, would Snood still tip on Kick? Well, we all know the answer to that. We all know the answer to that. Paula Burrow says, I thought this topic would be boring. I did too. I thought today has a chance to be boring if he didn't go drama. But it was not boring because his fans hated the idea. But Phil ignored them. Copeside Phil says, he needs a 4090 for his streaming PC with his 4070. And he still thinks that's not enough, by the way, which is just wild. And shows how little he knows about streaming in general. Keel in the house says, why is anything vaguely homoerotic disturbing? He does pull that out very often, doesn't he? Anything involving a penis is disturbing. Which, you know, man of average mental maturity would not jump to disturbing when someone says penis, right? Anyways, Jay Wusso says, it's the busy, greedy season. Oops, I mean busy gaming season. Thank you, Jay Wusso. Logan K, man of many horses, Logan K, says, this is scorn level arrogance times 100. Well, is it? I agree with that. No, I think scorn was still the more shocking, right? It was just this burst, right? This was not quite that. 4070 Ti he has. Yeah, Jesus Christ. You could do whatever you want with that thing. If you're not doing 4K, I'm saying. Even then, it'll be fine, 4K. But 4070 is pretty high-end nowadays. Even though it is, let's say, a year old now. Father Time says, no disabled parking on Kip. Get fucked, Jade. Yeah, Jade said he's not going over there. He did admit it. But Phil doesn't care about his real fans, so get fucked, Jade. Keel says his over-enunciation of T's while he says wit instead of with is truly titillating. Letter T, letter T, letter T, letter T. Testing my pop filters quality. I did not write that. That was by nothing I could do. Donkey Gong says, Variations on the N-Word by Phil Burnell. Yeah, that's a good book. Kenneth Douglas says, that's a lie. Booker T said with an A. DSP said it with an ER. Watch the Booker T clip. And you are right, Ken, I should have brought it up at that time. I wish I saw that, sir. Because, yeah, Booker T said it with an A, legitimately. Philip said it with an ER. Grimnir says, Booker T one wasn't hard R, Phil. Phil's imitation was. There you go. Same point. Wesley H says, is it worse that this podcast was him gaslighting his audience or him gaslighting himself that he is a moral and right decision? I think it's worse to gaslight. Well, what's worse, right? Because he always gaslights his audience. That's just day-to-day business, right? But gaslighting himself is the more lolcow thing, right? But tough call. Jay Wusso says, Google, just Google. You can search it. Yeah, he can't search it. He has an audience for that. He's very busy watching Kino Casino for 6 hours a night. Wesley H says, this way of thinking is why he'll never get a job because can't try new things. Can't try new things. Some bad stuff might happen, so I can't do that. Once, many years ago, my detractors made a company not work with me. That kind of thing. Wesley H says, friendly, you give me money and you don't voice your opinions. Sweet Christ, no wonder Rambo, Howard, and Leanna left him. Yeah, give me money and stop talking 1 minute, man. It's pretty simple. Matt Ice says, tee up or get the fuck out. Sound good? Thanks, 1 minute, man. Oh, Beg?
I don't know.
Follow Sanders Street heading east and further on to...
Tell them I'm almost done, okay? Oh shit, I muted the wrong thing. Did you hear me? Did you hear that? I muted Philip when I was trying to mute my mic and talk to Chew. Did you hear it?
Name of that road?
I said, I was talking to the kids and said, tell them I'm almost done, which I am. That was to Chew. Keeping the studio moving here.
Road. 2, Munson Street.
Could have been much worse.
3, Wiltsea Road. Did you get that? I sure as hell hope so.
Right? So basically, how are you supposed to? You'd have to have all the, like, 85. So 3. I don't know what the name of the road. Like, how are you supposed to know this? You'd have to have all the maps and everything of the game in front of you to do this quiz, right? How are you supposed to kind of do this on the fly? I have no idea.
Yeah, I've said that many times.
So basically, he's giving you a combination.
I say that before we start on Lucky Limes.
I think
Later,
it starts with
Francisco.
3. I have no idea about the roads. I have no clue.
I say that
Right?
as a preface to the fun. Just so you know.
Habib Gaming has done a £3 super chat. Thank you to Habib Gaming for that. That gets us up to $120 in contributions on today's stream. And ladies and gentlemen, I received... Hold on. I'm having issues. A $53 tip from Lisa Lou, who says, I am loving the game. Thank you so much to Lisa Lou for an incredibly generous tip today. It's actually the first tip animation I'm even playing on the stream today, if you can believe it.
Huge.
It's time to get slimed. Ooh,
and
funky.
Big Mac burgers.
Let's get Lisa Lou up on the leaderboard.
Let's get those burgers. Let's get those buns going.
The goal. We are now at $173 in contributions on today's stream. And officially, it is official. That means we have hit 10 straight streams of hitting the goals here on DSP Gaming.
So we need what, 3 more?
It is time for the Level 1 podcast. I'm just...
Okay, very funny.
Wow, look, it's almost as if my light is on anyway. Look. Basically, what happened is my camera auto-adjusted. So
oh, my God. Okay, never mind.
Almost looks like my...
Okay, big ups to Slatterand. It says, worse than TikTok streamers begging for galaxies. Uh-huh. And Matt Ice, the final one, says, WPIG strap-on when? WPIG strap-on. Oh, well, I need the buy-in first, right? Makes sense. I need the buy-in. All right, my friends, that was a very meaningful time. Hope it was meaningful for you as well. It was curated, meaningful, and very fun. But that will be it for today. I'll see you tomorrow for the pre-stream as well. Hope you stay legendary because you are a legend and don't fucking forget it, all right? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
do 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 do.